we survive on 250 Ghana? No, Charlie, let's think about it well. 250 Ghana.
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, Philly, and you?
No.
250 Ghana.
It's scary.
How much for your magicians?
Yeah. That's why I come here. And bullshit or more ocean governor form. Now you they are for very, very old people, and they also have responsibilities. And there one was said they're able to sustain that kind of income. They say
250. Huh. Obia Razia Ibi or saying Kwabena also appeal to says Bobie bus stop boys are also doing great.
Yeah.
I think the government should consider them too.
Yeah. The thing is, of course, they're doing a great job, but do they have the capacity? Because at the moment, no. One said and the bus stop boys and no more and they say be a bomb about some more but do they have the capacity? Because right now there are no Zoom Lion. Or share the kind of infrastructure that Zoom Lion has in place. When will bus stop boys reach that level? This is not to say, so don't say you can empower them in. You can find maybe some small area be. Now they are starting almost no much me up building themselves. So one day they can also become as big as Zoom Lion. But the reality is the bus stop boys are not there yet to take on the full responsibility, the full job now. Zoom Lion, and that full contract they won't be able to deliver, and then I will be setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
So I say, so I say, definitely I think I say a more movie. Maybe they say a more because right now they are using their own resources and look at what they've been able to achieve. And imagine if we're actually paying them, giving them a contract, they'll be able to do so much, will make so much impact. Now, she say amongst young people, Krana is also inspiring them. Say, oh, these are the kind of things you can do for your community. Yeah, this so Omodia is to be more mobile. And is in line with what YA does. South America, say youth employment. And bus stop boys, they are youth. They are youth. Into this right is well in line with Jumano, but even son, I say near to me in a way we don't end up ruining them. Because at the more opportunity I such
anyway, I think I go with you. I go with you, but Bobie, you are wrong to say the district assemblies cannot employ the youth. If an individual can do, the DA can do better. No, I'm not saying say to me employ or more. What I'm saying is that say the number of people I am trying to say Zoom Lion be employ. Trust me, Charlie Ujaima District Assembly own to me handle or more. And Felicity be make submission say she can be free NYA, right? National Youth Agency, a be free one ABBA, which I agree. But then what we must understand, governance and business, government business, no, and yet be an abiding yes kadeba. If you have 3 months, 4 months, now tiakem, in TSA Nipano or preference. Uko Jasa Jumano eto aboko bid a municipal assembly so first month, second month or first canoe, third month or first canoe. So which means the pressure will come back to the central government. In 2 months, a tembiano or more a personal, not pressure abaso. Meanwhile, there are other pressing issues somewhere. A YSR bino eco attended. And that is why we need the private sector. It was we joining in our district assembly, Nidia. Please. I would prefer so on the resources district assemblies, no, municipal assemblies, no. Na your mom will be a quota be. Now private sector no so GB. Oh, I say decentralizing again to avoid the monopoly. That is my point. Okay, so Kwabena says will be why can't the MMDAs employ their own staff to manage waste? They can. Charlie, are you sure? I won't go back on it again, but Felix, so let's move on. The government should also consider ASEDU. What is ASEDU? Zozi says, Commander, most of the workers of Zoom Lion workers. Oh, yeah, sanitation company. ASEDU. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so ASEDU company. And yeah, Mongati ready why now. Yeah, say more capacity, but I think Kwesi says Bastard Boys can do the job. They can use the contract certificate to secure loans for heavy machines and other equipment. They have shown capacity by the little they have done so far. And I think it's just right that the government, put them into the business. Come now, our monthly salary didn't come. Zoom Lion is owing us 4 months. You see? What's one problem now? Zoom Lion can now be or your businessman now, private working at pre-finance, 4 months. Why? Because over here now I buying soon your day, empty and a cat. And this is what this bed we could assembly. You see the problem.
But anyway. We are sure say buying Chianica. We don't.
Me mono, me can't hear mono, mono. And as you say, so we are abna rice. Yeah. Pacho meet you. Okay. All right. Okay, so also they are sending me. Okay, factors the quick come jump here call. Almost swear in a year government officials maybe can't assembly what I say. I can on my Facebook and I think say or true for me kind and I say a beer me premier Kwabena say Bobie the MMDAs can use IGF to fund it. Bro, IGF no yes saying go to Asantuma Municipal Assembly. Kojesika omojeje. Asantuma go bia kete omo koji bi wokofi ase ne ade ade kra de ba chale ensu ba bia so okay, so Kofi Japan the YEAC will stop the Zoom Lion deal rights, setting the record straight. YEA sanitation model. Into way Kofi Japan, when yet Manasa Azuri. Pacho say.
No, Manasseh is posting what Malik.
He's posting
what Malik wrote. What Kofi wrote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Kofi Japan.
Troy
no are posting.
Yeah. To give him more visibility.
I'll say I've read your passionate Facebook post, and this is a response to Malik. Not anything yet Manasseh Azurina responded. Or no, you are posting a Kofi Japan. That's the former CEO, right?
Yes.
Kofi Japan, why? You know,
MPP, no.
Yeah, I mean, so MPP, but the main guy face, Anyway, so dear Malik, I have read your passionate. Can you even see this one? All right. No, yeah. All right. Maybe I can use the TV. I've read your passionate Facebook post and I commend your boldness and sincerity in raising this important national issue. Indeed, our youth deserve better. Let me, however, set the record straight for clarity. As of the time I officially handed over on January 25th, 2025, Zoom Lion did not have a contract with the Youth Employment Agency as far as the sanitation model was concerned. Like you, I have always maintained that the sanitation model needed a complete overhaul, not only to ensure better welfare for our hard-working beneficiaries, but because the functions being executed were overlapping with those of the local assemblies. That, in my view, is both inefficient and unsustainable. All right, so there are board minutes, meeting minutes, and official documents that speak to my stance. A position I took not out of politics but principle. We can't be doing something that the assemblies are already doing. So I'm glad to see that as a young leader, you share in this conviction and are committed to taking this forward. I believe what we need now is not blame but bold action, guided by facts, respect for the workers, and a firm commitment to value for money. Let's have that deeper national conversation you have called for. I'll be tuning into your live session tonight, and I hope we can all contribute ideas that lead to lasting solutions. Okay? No.
Kwabena, no.
And my town say na mempen.
Kwabena, they be and they jai. No, cause on this one.
Busabsa didn't fairly. Me pacho, Miss Row, Sekufin Council, Sekufi Japan, no. Me nim ni pakro. But Kufia Japan, Tiasmo Canoe. The issue about when Zoom Lion, a contract with Ghana government, AND, is not on the table. It's not an issue. You understand? You know, Obia ni home komo, pacho me nyi free so. Obia ni home komo, ya no nye issue.
Yeah.
So ya don't need free but then one who and yamasi no one bet say oh or no handy over na contract. Yes, of course. Baby I must say and so Manasa Azuri did not touch on the contract. Say it's still ongoing. Neither Malik Basintele touched on it. Malik Asema all can say the negotiations are who Kofi Japan no money Zoom Lion no moye no or no Malik no on me and trust our negotiations no so. And yes sir. And yes sir.
Yes.
Okay, now another point. Or say there are board meeting minutes. Ewo ho. Eye let's say or no Kofi Japan no.
Yeah.
Were raising issues.
Yeah.
Malik Basintele raising issues no. Me pacho or the two papers no this table. When Malik Basintele realized that no, paying you 800, 850, now what you 250 more, no for 500 no, a cheat. Malik Basintele echo say board meeting and no come born and no much group papers no me say table. Malik Basintele has brought the issue out because you guys is Zoom Lion and yes, every politician be about office be with the different Zoom Lion bottom. Yeah, media for you na you did. Say me media ma come to you mo. As me cry the na emo nko emo bronya nko me o ma me hwe o wi that apart from emo enti say we cry say ma come to you ma maka. Maka ma come to you ma no problem because emo there wa ma me my cry no my me pay power from be afraid ho menya bi wo de menya bi
me ka met me ato bi ama
me da say
me to mo ama
e forma obeba bi we emo de wa ma me a enye hwe so the point ne say wo ko fi Japan one in public that adia Zoom Lion nkola no enye enti yenya ye have a national discussion on the matter obi abeka na jira say kwa enti we on mfenim oba be glory ni bi me kura me ho no na meka opa akohwe ye board meeting minute yango ya sanyere.
Okay, but at the same time meeting how can I say, but at the same time I also think it's still commendable say at least not war on him, because if he hadn't taken that stance then by now we wouldn't even be able to have this conversation. If he took the stance of okay, let's go ahead, by now say they would have renewed the contract even before we came in, before NDC came into power. So I say,
well, no, but
no. So media, I still think say that we should.
Yes,
it's a commendable action.
I agree.
In as much as he didn't bring it out, which is due to fear.
But why Jessica money no Jessica cha for 7 years, 8 years, 8 years. Now 2 months now. Walk on why are there? 8 years. I 2 months now. Who free a bemuno and why are there? What money na Jessica no syncrophone no fie watch. I can't believe me no se bomba baso. Ade as one will say so you know. Man renew. No, one renew no back on me am troye. And then this a years our contract no. Money na yeah. And it's all on in a year, and that's like 2 months now. Coffee now, so you be with ya. You don't know, ya make a same baby. Ya make us me. In any case, who coffee and unenka, or the my who say, I dare say any in year renew a Zoom Lion contract, Nibiwa. And then I bear a topic, but you see, an Americano. And yes, and Crawford, you say, I dare businessmen, a bonu. The politicians know, but fairly, ne kakra obedinti. What I say, ne kakra obedinti no. Na akoye problem. Ont min ka ho asem. Osuro. Se me say no. Eja Japan mi hunu na shame. media to home. Made Johnny. So, man, so or cha on mammy. Me grano, me or mamma hear that. Me zoom lion or mamma hear that.
Personally.
David, me know your money is out.
You know, so moon.
And more, and you say, oh,
That's your mama
moon, dear. A monocrowd, jay.
Just who say,
yeah, and this year we need no man back.
Okay.
And a champagne back,
okay.
A wine, not towel.
Okay.
Name so the same ram, you know. Lucky soup, road is shame. Why one? No, or Bokas Kakra. Mammy,
Bokas about
the Kumas Kakra. Me only remember middle class.
500.
WWW.
Oh,
5 tap.
You also want to be more?
5 tap.
Bo. And then your Christmas gift. Okay, what declare? Declaration of oil. No.
Median Camon, the men found Castle. Castle, no mammy, Biono. One of the problem you know, or ferry. Castle, no mamma. So that's it. Hey, Sasa, go you, why item 13 for some call. Now, make a year and the Abbey assembly. Now, me catch NDC4. Me send me said that Sunday message Emma and Pennyphobium Wabem. Yea, yentimi nkobi bebre. Enti eja oti echira na wa boba kwatum. Me catch almost say, and even I discussed it with Jinapo, a energy minister. Just say now I busy you know female. I don't know, but yeah, because actually I didn't copy say. Okay, so Obia sending me a message, and I think I just need to be fair with her. I say Bobie, Kofi Japan resisted all forces to sign this contract, but he refused. But could you came in? Pacho, me team message na say anyway. First, you know the paragraph on metia say second one on metia say. Oh, Randy Abe asha say ya DB. Randy Abe asha say echo round ewo cocoa farmers communities no engaging them. Governance is about engagement. Governance about engagement. I say when I go but I'm say yeah your media background intino ya na ehu ade na quick. I say Randy Abe ewo media background intino who the wisdom in it. Say energy sector and say on. Say commercial say omo Pacho mamisu makwaje mo Kwame mamisu makwaje mo amana twime As I said, you're free to come. Anyway, so governance is about engagement. Engage the people. When NDC FPK Akunyai, we've done so issues. Me Pennyphobium and Ansah share that SND a message ma almost say. And yes, a Ghana for him say, Doom Sonny etra 8 years old. They know. But you are dealing with an opposition here, they are very treacherous. And the language no more use in a far. It is a bob propaganda, it me ye pa. So, and even no matter be a dead money ya to NDC for the behavior so do suffer the doom sorry too much. But Omura Fisi at them some film watching. It is based on Crawford no more dealing into no. Get your PR, system no on standby. Just engage the people. Engage them. Because Ansah na be take over no. ECG no on original PR directors. What you say? Activate them. Let them engage the say Ashanti region. They should engage the Ashanti region people. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Say Greater Accra. The Upumaze Onipa no o fili dum so no oda sori no hunu problem a NDC aban beto ya. Ubose na kuma atoni yedum kane akra no a onye dede sa because onim se sabe enkrofo fonta bi ena aba be create problem na to. Ba me kan no na say obi di na biane na e say wo kohwa bi e na wo gina ho keka nsem. And I saw Randy Abe yesterday and now an open me video no and seriously I'm impressed. One say Randy Abe you can talk say Randy Abe make me suppress the media and whatever, but at least kokwa akuafo no obi akomo nchen akokyerechire bibi mu akyere wo mo nyesa. And watch it, the reason why the rot a ya will bet 2 years our cocoa board. And the reason why a beer as some Rajo Mama Kaino ain't me basso and menumi ya nebia August or mubie new season noir they will do it. Kwame, wait, yes, I'll call Ligon, and Zanakus Yansawi. Yes, I don't call Harvard. Ansah, so when Ansah, we Nicola saw bread, we in governance, oh, breast higher day. Yeah, what you for boy, if you free to name Crawford, did your mama term. And last week I heard a friend say, Jampo, saying, say, I no open JM2 up too much, Eman Crawford dinner term. Engage the people, let the people know what is happening. You don't have time, yes, you don't have time. Get your PR system on standby. Let them engage the people. Brano, and train 6 months, 1 year. A year Tom Crawford to say you are incompetent. You know, after now organize a forums, our assembly. Ghana must know, and then they must know. No, they are the budget. Sometimes I feel like a professor that created problems in government just so that they will get money into their pockets. And this where Juma agenda you agenda you but I think say Randy Abe aya there and Mebona Baso what has oh no let me move on Mebona Baso me hu ya no manage and I'm like yes say ani e peno go to the people, talk to them, engage them. Oh, you see the pen to say Ansah. You don't sit in your office, you call the media to your office, no I'm thinking that Obiabeti wase. I just say, Wakasa. The name them Ghana wine Bobie. What to office like a Kankwasiasem? Get to the people, engage them. Look, Minia, say, right? And say, no, yen never say a kabum near yen say. Ha, ubose nipa na akuma atoni yem boko. Yeah, santifo ya titi e kromu yi. Enkantete. Bibi nia yeso, agya ni mo fantuma gu kwa hone di nkola nanim. Na onipa nanim te se Contractual mansa. Yesi o opani we di asemba won ye odi anim koka. Onipa no wo nsekan twe kura no a. Kona nim na ne ntrase. Na ne nkan. And I think Radia baby obiano Mebona Baso. It's also no media background intino. He's been quick. Omo munisa background oka on tiasie onsia o de toso anu odidi watem. O send the message anoke kankwase asem. O tie condition mu. Eno dada no onim say 4 years, 8 years you go. Anyway, so let me move on. Then I think say one issue me de be na mema me panel na asase ntem list to a studio so me the quick cry your friend say issues about galamsey said yeah and now me catch them no say and your money be wa you wini and you can't want 7 no nka a beer and this year buying a tea kakra bi so minuanom enkumai kan sem bi na ma me from adwene nkɔ hɔ a beer enki ama me dru baby aye dri enipa no a ono tu galamsey no enipa no a ono no asɛ o man no ono ne nkrofo atimi abobo mo ano sɛ omo bɛkɔ ɛyɛ demonstration so ewiase Kwame but Kwame mama Kate Jamfu a video no me dey me yi no a na de akyerɛ me kura me be send bi e friend say akatachie frifa me be send me wie show ya me send Kate Jamfu a videos no ene Kennedy Japan sem o kan me send ni to akyerɛ 28 no mo maachi a ɛyɛ amommo why me am high van amamo ɛyɛ amommo mommo nkyerɛ omo adi ya wusa ɛwɔ Ghana ha to akatache me the best and do
what difference is it what difference is it when you have seen a KJT Krofo or Paewi? What's the difference?
Kese me just show no ye mpacho to o kasa
KJT Krofo ni suban me say onu be wia na onu wawie no na onu apai krofo se na be ya wo wani ma onu ne so
se eye onu a
na ene bia
na ko katache no ye no
yes dum so ye bia no
ebia na omo ye no
onu dum kane and I want make sure so be make available
wanya hwe
cables grandpa or cut so the best old cables no was afet that ton adi owie ye no was ama ne kwala ase Wamadum Saba. Rafael page. So about doom so the road. Now it has always become the norm, say in communication. When you spend one thing over and over again, it sticks.
Exactly.
And so when they begin to drum home to their audience, say this is Abaya or this is Subai Weyaba, whether it's true or false, whether or not the ones that said John Mahama was incompetent.
Yes.
How do you justify incompetence when you have seen a coup for those governors?
Yeah. Sir, on Nana, Yanona Yambu num enimintino, and this winnie Yanuano, near one prayer say you bet prompt to no more put measures be.
Yes.
A guaquemo that block his adiano. But a choir say, hey, I've been here post in Sia, Yamaha. Hey,
what do you say? A Kwabi now, and maybe my friend. Your mama say, Mr. No offices are creating in I said the order that war in but who why I am most important a chain fellows of Sukachi office. Me na kwana frame say the way I say me and I say Felix cry or better me. No say hey, I think I mean say the office ni who here. Mo be bua mine from 2013 to 2016. The only reason why I'm out for to Abetia John Mahama is they couldn't campaign on his quality of service. And you ma moye in a month me a mohunderu. Now and Felix Asabet now. Now me say the office in the most important officer. What's in Kaminka say the office in the most unimportant office? No, but only the entire Panacasa. Onim Felix Sa. Onim Sir Felix is a very nice person. Onim. Oh, okay.
But two, idea be a what politics when you're in this inquiry. MPP for also, maybe conform dim come up from MPP. They face the same problem. Say, BB question now car. The whole presidency need to make gang up against you. And Kawasem. What can one 70 or buy a better year?
Okay.
Tibia, sa experience in any panel, and you know the cars are no. But in governance,
okay, we are in a town.
No.
Me directly say no. Of all the offices, because still, Okuda Tobeya Jumena or Palma de Rosade. Information Ministry, no, a honuna, Ubibia, Sebio, Waman on it. Okoho koshe de ekoso Ghana. And you know, no matter how ebi I will say office of say a foreign affairs ministry, office of ebia interior, office of ebia defense no obi come mo website kra no ohwe bibia oko authenticate wo information ministry. Because ana no abrochire ba bia ubusa abrochire fo a omubu man a information ministry what I call information free.
Yeah.
It is a news portal.
Yeah.
It is a abaye bibi. Na say wono amon ho de ro. Na one pay information your friend is saying pool. Na information bi ankwa nkogu sa pool nim. Say na be Kwabena Bobie ansan pay information. Yes, I feel over call Felix. Because everything should be explained and put there.
Yeah, that's it. And I make
it doesn't have to require but your way so I know you come school.
And I make say even with the various ministries, any other agencies, like Cocoa Board, you see. So Randy Abe decided that look, let me go to the my example. Also, small Randy Abe Ekwakai, and one statement BPA about 3 weeks as 1 month ago. Now I say Cocoa Board a backtrack because now some agitations be a bus system.
Yes, we issue statement.
Because the approach was wrong. But lucky for the NDC, because Randy is a media man and he understands the street propaganda.
Yes, and the intricacies of the game.
Yes, or then he decided that also a free now or what is so be they were no, even on social media, because he took his time to explain community by community what church the woman dintia. Oh, Rajo Mama can say, okay, and can see any say, but Mpamcho, yent be any say, you're being this time. What do I say? Brejo Abba. What now? Not by 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. Now I didn't stick it. A little bit problematic. But anyway, now me person me bought Randy Abaso. And I think Omo carrying no. The next thing
that just one Abaso no. Kwabena friend Wahab one. Me no wasem. Wahab no ne Randy Namono.
Oh, let's move on.
But I know I'll do it on a special day. I have because me kwaya juma my MPP ni me didi. Me nya da. That one I will assure them. And you be royal who abonti, you be contractual, you be con. Because Kwabena, oh no, Kwabena. Sometimes no, it is very painful, especially when you have known say, "O brain na ama say bi obi akotena baby." Na ni pakro no after say wo wa bra wie no, e bi kura mpa to baby din. Na kakra me so me ya, me so me sabe ko ma na de akokwa akoma MPP ni Joe Fortune. Mi do nya me Kwabena sa de. Ebia me say, ebia na ejina de wow, who nipa bi aka kire no. Oh, e fa ho Kwabena me nipa ne ko anka. Say na make us say, abo bi be ka wa. Me say, o de mani free me ntumam. Na ma nipa ne nka. Na yes ah. The be shadow force was street him. Yeah. And you know to because out there no World Bank same project no World Bank there no omo aye ne ho auditing me o copy wa ha ah went me anye. Now we got this canal the command be ma Kwabena me no be kon wa me ne what talk serious. Anyway. So na the technical advisor. I see. Ayo. So me ne nya adwen. And I me so ye be kon talk no opedwam me pesi krisi. Because me no be kan boko ma persuade you however I should. Kwabena penny of friend will not penny ketwa. Onyo bia sebi me didn't di agro. Yeah. To the extent that we must happen, you know. Now me now we are brand there be Randy na mu ya brand no we. There be and I me say. Ya brand no we. No, unti asma me kan yes me to. Me say. Me bu na afu. Me say ejina de ya ka fa wo ho akere akere. Say me brand no nipa kro no ojina me ni me say e dey. Na me kire say nipa no a woni no ekobre ye no. E am say wonti de me kan say. Nipa no a me ne ekobre ye na wo kasa asem no. Enye moja bia na yebu ne fa so. Me ba wo. Ebi Randy Abe ye the position ni ma no no de ka fa wo ho akire no no. You don't know enti twa so. I mean no nti na me so me de be na say me ntokwa ni. Okay. Ana de kwabra yin fa na o ayi won okore. Oni wo wa kun wo from da. Ah, okay. Oni ni kun wo wiem. Eti sa nipa no, oni bi be kun ani bi oni ba be kun wo radio so, ani TV so. Yo. So what Jimmy aboda mu a ho ne ye be kun tokwa no. So ya church yensemu. Me nkoye aduma na fa aduma ne koma MPP. Me. When dey. MPP so won fa so che me. Eja when dey. Yo, no was saying ska no dia. Hey, ekofo dey Jimmy. Abanisa. Amasa. So the point is say other institutions no they should start explaining It's a good thing.
Yeah, engaging.
Public engagement.
Yeah, public engagement.
Solid.
Ebeboa ama ye no nyina anu akọ. Na ayi your friend say na me ka yase. Mpacho ma me first video no. Aye Kate Jamfu a. Enti me de background. MP before. Someone who organize a crowd. Edmum, mobile is Cassia Benada. And Sucasia Ben, those are brand new. I'm with your feelings, so I'm multinational. Hey, they say, MP before. Yeah, Moko position, I'm bro. Oh, my bread rough, Moba Branca Sanka, Moko position. I'm with them, no, that would be man, Nancy said, into Abama. You're very emotional. Billions of cities. Sure. Let us say mono brand. Sure. And the Amoyano. Moses Sanko keke. Sure. Jamaya. Samaka. Had your master of machine. We must be 7. Those that are 7 machine brand new 7. Brand new machine. Machine at day. Money bank. At day. MP before. Nipa boni for MPP foi. Boni bank kwa ni ayo. Nipa boni for MPP foi. Nipa boni for MPP foi pesa mun kunya fo. MPP for pesa mun kunya efo. Nipa e bi si Ghana da. E bi si Ghana da. E bi si Ghana da. E jana dem no. E bi si Ghana da. E bi si da. No, ma set record kwasi afoi. Ma set record. The machines too. 2 weeks ready to toy machines nina. Money ben I am. Money ben kwa ni man ya am. Money ben. Money ben I am before. Last day, I had last day. I had Yagalam say. Last day. I struggled. Last day. But remember, I bet the bunny and to say Namoko. I bet the bunny and to say Namoko. Naku Bombe Chamuka and before my position, Mumbabium. Namosa man, I say, Yan Twaba Mamu. MP before. Someone who organize a crowd. Edmum, mobile is Cassia Benada. And Sucasia Ben, those are brand new. I'm with your feelings, so I'm multinational. Hey, they say, MP before. Yeah, Moko position, I'm bro. Oh, my bread rough, Moba Branca Sanka, Moko position. I'm with them, no, that would be man, Nancy said, into Abama. You're very emotional. Sure. Billions of cities. Sure. Let us say mono brand. Sure. And the Amoyano. Moses Sanko keke. Sure. Jamaya. Samaka. Had your master of machine. We must be 7. Those that are 7 machine brand new 7. Anyama or the 2 Galamse no any woman organizer Kate Jamfua Nenia many Kate Jamfua Niema any Kate Jamfua Nenia many Kate Niemani o Kate Jamfua and this national woman organizer Hanabisu untini di wo babia on fagalam say nyahwe we eya omu na ka o video okatachi e video enie muamu national women organizer ono anya asai asase no a ensase no amokwa wo demonstration no mo national women organizer ono ena aye saade no mame JB de no mo national women organizer
mo hwe galamse operators eni o operators ya twen fi wura mu a de besisi kuro asankregwa ni o asankregwa o mo de hie ni me ana me postu ba ko no o mu ni hwe amoa mo de mfidi na besisi ya Ghana for Monhe Galamse operators any you. Excavators are ya train fi wura mu a de abesisi kuro. Asankregwa o modeshi ani. Me ana me post to ba kono. Omuni ehwe amoa mode mfidi na besisi ya. Omode abehintan o. Endi se chema huntumi ne jomboadu ne nasefo. Aha ne ya jomboadu ne mfidi ne sisi ya no ne chanafo edan no mo asisi ne ho no. Ye yi fidie ne na besie.
Fidie ne de yadwuma ngasa.
Huntumi de ya ne asisi nwuram. Jomboadu mfidi ni o. Ghana nipa oda ne mines na no. Ona asisi dan a chanafo ne titi mu no. Omo cars na asisi ho no. Wow. Mfidi a omode ya hyehye ahiafo excavators. Ivi esisifie kwa na ye hye no. Wo so omode ya de omode abehinta ba bi. Emoa mufo de ma enko bara mame. Ba bi omo hye bia e be yi omoto. Emoa Ghana for monhwe Galamse operators any o. Excavators ya twen fi wura mu a de abesisi kuro. Asankregwa o modeshi ani. Me ana me post to ba kono omuni ehwe
Samo ye demonstration na ya monkai Asankregwa for Asankregwa for babia ombe kire mo nkrofo kura omo asai eye Asankregwa Ansah asini nyina pato Canada Japan kwekwa na memfa nwie bebre wo uyi eye demonstration de no
se ye ntimi enya politicians ye nyina adwene amma bankro mu se we are serving the nation intino ya ma krono saa no enkoso a both NDC MPP ye nyina ka for hwe Galamse nsema e ba na airtime
very disturbing
airtime say me buy say ye ntimi enya politicians ye nyina adwene amma bankro mu se we are serving the nation intino ya ma krono saa no enkoso a both NDC MPP ye nyina ka for hwe Galamse nsema e ba na airtime
very disturbing
airtime say me buy adano ne ase e be kan ho asem na ija but you see what has happened and ya kwa usinko a empayfo no bebre su ka ho wo they should bow their head in shame down their head in shame
from all across the ministry
airtime and ya ministry nko a dare MPP for empayfo no they should stay away adia president Akufo-Addo kaso benya say Akufo-Addo to say edua esi ho a eni hini
wow
yes with the Galamse madam I'm telling you me from Akufo-Addo to what to say edua esi ho a eni hini because ni hini nyina rot Galamse when it comes to Galamse Akufo-Addo hini nyina a rot complete
serious
na momo tumi kwaji obi machines say onu de onidi now they are mauba please how do you say na gosi one woman say ma bay now you can't even talk about Mahama. How can you talk about Mahama? How that time I don't know mum permasem baby latry boy and fam me asem bia be de mano beka bia it comes to pass
ahia na ebe kan
it comes to pass
Bobie so na yes for evidence in bra
now me evidence the bad they are sent assemble but me know I stay away and yam nam dey buy wo mo kan wasem but on mo se matiamidu onko prosecute obi wo hu nsa we me dey tene wo so no on say na ne hwem wo be no prosecute
asem no
uye di adu ajem enti eja Kwame kataje wa hu omo say o man no say obi at the 8 months 8 years and trench bush forest and I will shim for 8 years okay say uyi na free 4 months easy in 4 months kwenru your mama is swearing in on the 7th, right? Tienfa said 3 months money. Also on for 3 months from the president, Akufo-Addo 2, National Women Organizer O2, Mo General Secretary said O2, Obie 2 for 8 solid years. Now I catch already 3 months say Galamsey no kuye. Meanwhile 8 years no. Na mo de dawuram. Ewuram na moda. Na titeta. Enti omo etu asase na ese no. Omo nya sika gudem. Enti yem first can be sponsor demonstration. Enti amafo concentrate on the demonstration no. Na still ya na machire na yetu. Ni omusuba no. So enti we no enya nwanwa. Can you imagine say yet wo man mu oman no nana yetimu no onipa da sani aye na adwene say look ekwaya me mefa so asai oman no eni na me say oman no na ba na me ma unim say it took NDC almost say over a year Ansah no almost a stage demonstration because NDC felt
it was almost about NDC they said demonstration krano
say 8 years ni no 8 years only about 3
there be the whole 8 years NDC demonstration back up
Bank say 3 Bank of Ghana Pacho use microphone
Bank of Ghana Electoral Commission and say Bakwa youth organizer yeah Salem no
Pablo. Sorry, Pablo Pablo
NDC organize 3 press conferences na no mo ya na na yesi da bi munya press conference na mo yentisi form entino most of the
kra no yetisi form no yetisi form a little bit late.
Oh, I can say
20
Ghana
2022 23
like many Bernard Mona no you know your demonstration were construed to have been an NDC demonstration because they partook. But one kasa agenda say your demonstration there. No, it was about 3 of them.
Within 3 months.
3 of them.
Nana bi jina catch them say. Na Kwame, sa omo akeka omo abom say omo be demonstration no. Political parties no. Omo picture no. Oh. Ayi kodua ne we dey na nka se mi ma okra. Omo mto nyina ho bon jail.
Say jail bed.
Enti omo nya fast emra meye dede. Na se obi di nsa kom a na akwa se Everybody nyankopon.
Asemo.
Yo. Me uri benya omo. Benya omo ke. Benya omo. Oh, so ofa sa ni pani nyina. Yaw. Fa Nanabi National Service. Ghost names no. Send it in ana ni din ka ho. Nanabi National Service give to our no more you know. Yaw ni din ka ho. Nanabi
o ka ho.
Your friend say Kodua why 2022 scandal
ono na ye
enya Kodua
na Kodua nya ska wa he koye general secretary
your friend say Akpalu ECG dubious contract no say $1 million say enya Akpalu
ono
ahiagba atimi akwa ye voting fraud ahiagba any your friend say voters ID but ahiagba to wakoto aba ama ahiagba nkes wo dem any serious country and nkes ahiagba enkasame ahiyagba kura de nke ni kwa se yetwen se yenyi ye friend say chief justice free Ansah na yakwohwe ahiyagba akiri kwaye o
no
ahiyagba de ke se ye ya chino ne ye hwe no pa e wo street mu ma ne ho nam ye de ya se what me hunu bone se
nyame hwe ne kane o
ayo
o kai se nyame hwe ne ma de koda hospital no
ayo
na me kai se wo firi ho ba obesu enyansa
onsuya
se na minim se wo obejimi
wo jimi obejimi
chese
obejimi because se si an so obi an kana waben wo de hwe kwa me manya picture no jayi o kwa me hu ma de sendo na de fatu ama me wo mo motuo no a wo mo kansa nyina se wo no be demonstration no kwhwe wo mo kwa na kwhwe wo mo records kwa na kwhwe wo mo enti wo mo ye dede na se bia eba se NDC fo ani brea na akwa se han oh demonstration ye ntino na aban no suro ntino na o chiche ye enti obi adwane ye no de mokosoro moba fom mopa muni bayire pusa da sema de adwoma ma beye mo an obeye mo de adwoma ma obeye mo an obeye mo de asedu nkatia no beye mo an obeye mo de julo zebra no beye mo an obeye mo
you always as human being must at least before a decision, you know, analyze your reasons. What must say? Because, for example, I was a make demonstration. Make demonstration say, maybe I say and I say, no, we say, Adiano, maybe I seem to be your baby. Okay, now, sad demonstration we almost almost going.
Omuni bibiaka.
Dabi omo bibi ka just nyansa na enim
okay omo wajimi sem ka
na say ojo bantu makro kasa
omo wajimi sem ka
asam de omo bibi ka ba nyansa na enim de tie ne say LPG NDP PNP gum omo ne MPP akoye adwuma omo kasa omo koye demonstration kwabra sinto ben ho demonstration omo koye. Because I think say we are saying no
na me twa no na hwe wo mo ani mame enipa me ni wo mo Justin Kodua Akpalu na bi akwa we kura de ase o ye kakra de ote far right no first row far right from your right or counting from your right ya down free Kamara Dini ono de
abekronsa
ono de on said anyimi sa
kwabra wajimi just say ni jimi no wajimi asie
o de ate Kamara Dini de no
o mu nyina ajimi
ba
kwabra MPP ni bia ni onim nyansa o Ghana
okay o si ma men kasa ye
ba ko kura ni o
okay
de wo betimi asan ni ti no o ye MPP ni but on said that and na di ma hu say we what you say yeah say on na di ma hu say we a
enti we no we abasie
we yes
we abasie okay so when we no and almost so market come more boom na unim in the coming days you bet as a Mustafa Hamid and I'm a Debbie and you know enye Mustafa Hamida enye ono able ntino mintimi hu ni yi kwame unim se manyini se me hye de hu ade sa ade kokko wa me hu ade tuntum wa me hu blend ade ko ani ade tuntum blend me hu kwame o ha me o kwame o ha me ade kokko wa me hu ade tuntum wa me hu blend me hu se kokko ni tuntum na aka agbomu mintimi hu yes my Joe so penny patch up call there okwa ya chi antema me me hu se kwame ye pick channel ye pick channel ye srew nenga ye mo bo mo one by one but anyway ye be correct picture na ye dia ba so omo na so omo kwa ye demonstration but me dey galam say dey me bosso na me amenu akatachie ne ebi a mekọ no show so ne na ma kire ne aban papa aba ene se de Ghana asia ye de ene aban en stop eye galamsey for say mama nko eye galamsey
demonstration
demonstration for mama nko demonstration galamsey demonstration aban say ono mampanin ni chief of staff ni vice president ni ministers, they have nothing to hide, and they even support the demonstration. In fact, John Mahama say omunyina support any IGP omunyina support demonstration no because galamsey na say nyina ye ko na ye tu ase enti okataje se unim difference bi akra between MPP aban and NDC aban a ene yama bi difference ni bi ni ene yama bi enie asem papa bi amanya oye asem papa bi amanya za Yesu yada oye nana nyami ye oye amfa oye so won't asem papa ni bia ene de what be at least, and I know, yeah, last one, Kwame, Bo, a good for the MPP for what you galamsey a demonstrators, no, but last one, I mean, maybe a patch up on tantum, we are tax evasion and that device say what you say, Papa.
Yes, I was just small boy like this. You want to kill us? You want to kill us? You will tell me why you can't hear us? You have to pay. Why you doing this to us? Why you doing this to us? Why? Have they offended you? Have they offended you? Why are we suffering? Why are we suffering? One day, it's not me. One day, where I'm going to be, I'm going to handle your case. One day, where I'm going to be, I'll handle your case for you one day. You don't know. Just watch my face very well.
No, you can't prevent me. You can't prevent me, sir. No, what you are doing, you are going against my ethics, please. No. Why? Why are you preventing me from framing? No, stop it. You know I'm a media person. I am well dressed for that. You can't.
Pitepsi sa akwa kusi tienim the omode galamsey ayo my way tinya afi no bi ba be ma ye narrative ewo ekromo ase entina eye NDC aban say let them go because say omo boa NDC aban ma yakwantia galamsey why not sani e pe amemu no saying a payment, and that is the reason why Jomama won with 57%, NDC won with 57%, and 188 MPs. Reason in here, and by 2028, now I could demonstration tenor NDC abayanya here. Now man for the difference. No man say 20, no when you're 28%. And do bounce the demonstration, whoever you know. Now how the two vote to so because we have a difference, and Ghana need any we are seeing difference between the NDC government and the MPP government. That the NDC government only be the hide. No, I can say me man demonstration.
Because we're democratic.
We're democratic.
And it's a Congress of Democratic.
Opa matches 16 days. Obia faho awuta ko enyo obia say because your mama no odo no open crofo wo maboa no no akwatia galamsey. Enti on court and stop you. Enti ko na uko wie so a kofie obi anche unko dem 2 weeks e ma besia adamu 2 weeks ebi 3 weeks ewo kroma ne mo nware omo sanitary pad yemfa ma omo ewo kroma ha esi wogana ha okatachie obi anya mo sa mbeko fie free because me kra makoka chom so menua no ena me sese no menua ye menua ye ne de wa wonti ase no obetua kwa akoshepo ye mienu ye nya adwene ye betua trust ye die nkomo se we ewo katachie si kwamna we me no nya adwene me so katachie we so me no nya adwene aha ye wia ye kofie baakum enti ye no unia no onti ase a eye wa wasem he de obi amfa ho ginapo no onu aginapo o trust didi enti u meka nkyere me se me de me ni me fie nipa enkonkoko ntokwa enya de a obi ani sa ngwase asem ni bio aha but se me ni obi nya adwene meka kyere no ade we me no nya adwene ewo ho aha but
that's the beauty of
oh yes enti miami ni akatachi owi a oso mbepon anopa se 5 am or 6 am no makofa no me ya na me ye green tea mama tea kakra na ho anom bo so wa fine wa akoda heli diba yakwa
yeah
boko de
na
na pokwa kwa baby o me pa cho wa fre no ana enya no a got me go straight. So, Pacha Ghana, we have story to our mammy. Quick one. Fatua mammy. Fatua mammy. Now, Pacha, are you ready? Come in your story first. Okay. So, mammy, I Joseph Vidiaco. Oh, Joseph Vidiaco. Okay. Minia, Aquaba.
We don't got now.
Boko. Now what?
So we don't got
Okay, so Fan Milk, Kantanka, Trasaco, several companies cited in tax evasion, money laundering scandal, and Ghana Web. And Ghana Web say a wona ujuse video kwa na Joseph said that because now MPP na ojaye eba NDC ana say ojaye now NDP na ojaye called NDC na NDC ba
me one na crowd oro ana be cutting movement I anti-corruption group and the human to bana obebo okro no ani dawati bana be ya dey expose ezi a mo be NDC kwa America people mo ya be takota omo
no bema ya no so de ye nyina eta wachi se ye nyina ya nhwe ye hu anim anka no kra nkyere ye ho a the assembly badabi. So quick one, what is this issue about farm milk, Adonko, Kantanka, Trasaco, about also say 1,300 companies?
Mami church for the tense company no I Brian Champo kwa deal Brian Champo deal
MPP Brian Champo
and deal listed him Olam deal listed him MP NDC MP deal
NDC MP deal
OT bless deal
ne company anaso no
woni deal obi antumi obi ahwe
no me tiase me say the company anase ono
akasa ne deal OT bless.
Okay, so my background of the whole issue.
Mimi kwa press conference say 1,200 companies involved in money laundering activities in 2021. And a jury funded by said no, and 1,000 to 2,000. Mimi no be
so kasa me follow.
Mimi kaya say 1,200. Mimi 1,200 late no. E bi na me tell say bi na wo mu na doso. And you who be a until no mimi kaka sa mo say 2,000 now say MPP abana na kufa no bokro no mimi betata NDC for say bokro no sana na kufa ado na make say NDC bokro no sana o be wet intimia sa wa Jesus let dey me monitor wo mo mi okezi bibiri samia uku really almost there bi wa denta me in case beba wa wo samia uku me nka so e kronfo no be tata kra ayi to mo court wo mo MPA Mustafa Hamid minimum investigation no me won document ho inti me na se bia me dia me badwuma na banda da no e wo ho no na me ni power anana me ni strength am de me badwuma but this year the about we are bandy, especially Bambo. And the mechanics are Bobie. I know say 2,000 companies. Let's come to 1.8 billion. I mean, me choke some money break down. I'm to know. Me choke say no. And me choke right to commission. I know say one for break down in Amra. Bobie me 2002. I know say 2,000. Over break down Amra more than 1,307 buy. Bobie says I'm not trade away.
Now, me pacho, sir, Obi, when it comes to tax evasion, there are punitive measures. In the GRA, one more, I'm punished Obia.
One punish Obia. One more you need to punish almost 548 and I'm audit. And I'm 534 or 537 Iyoko. And 222 no, it's not well audited, which is insult to me and my movement. Because some say 2,000, now say my audit 548, and a mama Iyoko for 537. How much the money laundering? And a 222 is not worth for a auditor there. Entire 1,307. The rest anyway. Mama you break down say Bobie and Son Company. They find who say, Omo Tria say, Pan say, Oma me breakdown. On Tizama Truck at 29, Oma Pama, Midumu Coco, Matadumo and IB.
Dabana do mo Coco to the NIB.
That is my talk on the 10th year until almost 14 days. And they do no one farmer. They say, me.
Oh, okay. So now you are dragging the GRA. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can documents in here. Me not be a me German no more a cry trouble. Me see me my press conference on the 6th, 2021. That was March. And I'm say and 2,000 companies. Let's go from 1.8 billion. Me choke on me breakdown, mommy. One got to show one comfort. Bobie pay the about with the breakdown. Moses Kamajo 1 billion Ghana city. Money that come from Iyoko. Now, member listening, I'm not going to for me 1,200. 1,200 I'm listening. Then me 1,200 na me official no. I don't know what my bachelor. And to bonus I'm going to hear you say. This night no here because almost 2,000. I know we money laundering taxation. And to say it's not I can away. When there's some who do not be no and you be there. And let na we talk about right to information commission no. And you
I see. So, where you know come out, Jerry? No, how many days now?
Oh, 29 14 days in the so.
29.
So,
29.
Money breakdown.
29
and so on. Bibi and so on. Way and so on. Say near find you more panetini because mama because 1 billion. Say no more here. Say na come. The account I don't want with the two because we are in a blank. We are in the police and I a blank. And yet the Omaka the account is ongoing. But we are crashing. They can let them come right to pay some money. It's not ongoing, and also we. I know my job. But these young people know they will crap for themselves. As well as for advantage. Any man be an aqua or correct retirement. No puscaras. They will crap. Cut. They can just say, "Pa." Minimum bachelor. All the 2 million in Bobie. I work 3 exam. Maybe 2 can what Samanka. A year was Samanka. Me see, me the baby, no hold it to me. Me am hell, I'm talking to a yembreme. They will clap for themselves. They are thieves, they are criminals. About the sun, they should bear in mind.
All right. But I go, that's serious on your cry from Makasa. Mate, Miss Medas live in a crown 100.5. Okay, so, Divine, I quite you. But Divine, issues about me one story, me, I say, me, I'm a dreaming. And the reason why I'm taking interest, I spoke to 2 security agencies and heads. And then come on, you didn't know. Actually, say the kind of sika Ghana share through tax evasion. Say ye sika nyina and Kenya dia Kenya bosiampo. or say two security agencies we had a long chat today and almost sika enyunu kono a ano hye. Then I bumped into this story 1,300 say Jerry Krabeka say 2,000 companies and maybe individuals as to how I don't know, but yes omo mo twifam omo mo nya tax waivers omo mo ntua kra omo tua bibi kakra ma GRA na pabam but divine you better deal with this situation.
Yo mina Kwabena dedi kind ma minchia ahwefo na etiefo na minchia menu list and also production team no na answer na member topic we so no commander nkomo bi wo no mu a me pese metete ani kakra because
na Friday biem
me pese me tinani a na mu my follow up no because I asem kese on say na nado aban no baaye no omo introduce the free SHS no omo be close what we had in na no my parent teachers association PTA and omo be establish bibia friend no PA which is parents association and omo clear teachers for the few because they wanted to render them ineffective like to me nkasa to me nkahwe wouldn't say associations no for me yin nyina no ade e koso no say ababeye cash cow executives for no et hono mu a didi into obi wo hono mu a ne ba awie school more than 5 years kra or that so executive any SSI and na school for no to me nkasa
how
obi sa how o dem me be ma details bi
omo to betwa PTA and no parents association
and no my to the national level I who elections now do my business na me be ma one institution me ba bele se dia kana my feature ya on St. Thomas Aquinas chairman bi wo honum your friend Dr. Jordan Labi or your PTA chairman se sia me no ka say wouldn't say neba na wo Aquinas no
you say PTA is back
like almost claiming in the boom. Nebana na our Aquinas no. Unim say me no ka say we university. Ansah so national service we. And so papa we gina mu say oda so e PTA chair. Onu the executives for ni na.
Yeah, ne ba bia en
omo ba bia ni school ni mu. And no ma gina mu more than 5 years. Omo position no, omo constitution available. Don't ma dia e ba e be see. On say omo ye ni PA.
What is their interest?
Interesting, mami fa kwena sene one example. What's the interesting say? Ye parent teachers for the first no, na ka teachers for ye job details. Na ye information from one more. Ye payment bia go through the institution like schools no. Na any teachers for na kan bo na bibia so mo ye ma school no ma ye. Ye decouple the PA no from the institution. The see no, wouldn't say PA no akasa to me levy parents no directly.
I see.
Into no parent association, no. I'm levy it now mobile registration, no. I'm 300 cedis fee each parent. Now no call parent association no football. I'm on this. I'm accountable to the school.
Yeah, no, I'm on
so no money accountable. Me no can say I'm establishing offices. I'm on. I'm executive to I'm mutual. Wouldn't say
yeah, now parents ninja force.
No, we see the ma voluntary but they want to mean Jane say Oba warfare una school no so nja
Oba welfare no infana critical say wow you can't deal with it. This is a unya association.
Me no ka say once be on mo nya furniture e be on nya letter support. Hwe the seven say me school presec say what I know ni say all students for crown many of the new structures are a bar up school more yeah also contribution
I know
and the parent teachers for no so nyama omo ye e dey support e bia by way of
any say omo it be ye boanko ade I say the parents ni okay
amomoa it is kanomaji
no omo ani ejai tue
tie it say commander
tio meba parents association omo say parents na jijiska yes sir na de omo de abofoto no eya se bi St. Aquinas for me ba wo St. Aquinas intima kotua bi se be ya eja nkonwa bubu a yes o ye supporting nkonwa bi 100 and I say ye support e bi tables bi 100 and I say blackboard ye na ye me ba no be nya ho faso to me tuatua wie ye no se o mo tiwa ya no mudi enti bi ya tuae
but you see, the point is that every year be it's all kind say yeah admission for parents for no on the spot no mo yeah admission no asada no I console it don't say because we enroll you kid no
it won't you
you even know you I say yeah be fuck me so in the case of Kwenas for instance no who's a day school and a post is leave one me dey kola no 50 a chire no bi na eba unim so mo baby o mo friend camping like structure bi o ma for san kola na ama privatizing no your parents association for PTA for na hwe so unim say basic services e so mo de man kola na nya so mo ye no one omo nyo no ma jama school no because ye dey oba na ho and no ma san so age hu sika fee no omo nya fan support and some of them at now 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, up to regional to national level. Omu didi kolane ho into omunjai. Into me when I'm person draw attention say sa assembly information na me wono me ba be mu school by school, institution by institution. See Akwena si dey and you'll be surprised say oko this way oma hijack ade no and obi an be ni honum no oma cartel omo be diska no no de konom de go mfutuom school ni bi some question omo say omo pe into nim some omo some metropolitan me wa no omo timi mobilize in excess of 600,000 omo metropolitan back omo say omo project for the year no scanasa the following year so no omo be so age contribution deal
hey
you
say business
business wo honum man go yo
I see
eno ko dan chen Bobie unim ye ka keta hyehyɛ ne sansɛm we tax asɛm de meba ho unim ene asɛm bia apia me yamu hia hye me no Nitiwu
my own friend
your own friend Nitiwu former defense minister ade odi ay Ghana no me yam hia hye me no unim say Ghana army for omo vehicles okoto ye no okoto Azerbaijan okoto vehicle every 53 years
mami simeni
security vehicle every 53 years ba ku bia di 53 years o
mami simeni
na Nitiwu ekoye na wakakọ kra sa cars vehicles we efi Mercedes double Saint Limited from Azerbaijan. Each car, every 53 years, no. Would we say, Otua, $440,000 for each car, amounting to 8.8 million in total. And on some of the bread, Ghana Army for no, Omutimi Yusu, you know, vehicles on the car.
I don't say.
The Duduano, so divided when I say almost like more than 50 plus. And
Azerbaijan.
Omu da ko wo no mu de ko ituni me de ma o my exposed no. Won say so munya UN missions dwumadie ni bi no mu dia. Some the equipments ni nyama akade de ko. Ghana de na ye de ko ye no. Ai de ko do on UN for no hweka na o say anase we de 1980 something and they use 970 something. Ka we de ha de we to me use and you reject Ghana de ni na.
But we to be ko a helicopter 1974 edie Baumia 1974 Ghana Armed Forces
it's me odwen wa Bobie
when me say asem
me wan adwiri me
1974 or ay Baumia military chopper
Ottoman police and I say
military 1974 she
when him say me take asem we me hu nyina adodo
profo na di omo agro
when him say so far Bobie
to car no back be say
auto car no back who 53 years back could be 440.
So I did 53 years which means year be check your question.
Odim say o krana wa mama adu aba de so say
check your question be we say in 1945 was 1966
yasi mu apa na odim say me so far no me da so ete hono mu kakai me ho hwemu say time na mahama eteki power yi na ka meti one appointee bia no one se meba beto dwa obeka se sa osimesi we die na just 1972
ati obisi Bobie ade na na mfo no bebre o be corrupt sa okay Daniel boss 1972 enti and about me also chop on 1974
that's about 53 or 51
yes
me yes reba ni brisam
o for na bende
ni brisam o
nezo bende
October could be $440,000. And the city
say I done a white elephant.
And the buyer no, yeah the buyer and you spray but soldier for the soul to me movie. We are control on a carriage in a faco. And no cover musu no they call UN mission. They rejecting
UN mission on the corner.
Who say a buyer check a DB Sudan, a DB Lebanon. Nesana manama mum crew
for Ghana contingent.
Yeah, Ghana contingent.
Na normally a year control question normally kwa day.
See that down, Betty Mamento. It's yes, you are the abadia by the sis one near the aqua no.
Not just acquire precunam so
the aba, yeah, they call me Nimadria net actually. Car at 53 years. Minim
o jam man who got chopper, military chopper, 1974.
I acquire say Ghana no yen tonfo from my and I'm ready or no more say and when it comes to
Omodi acquire chino. Nagas a reverse no dear Nanka on your day.
Unim sa
there be reverse no Omodi gear no say yenwa no Omodi can no quality sa no Nagas idea 1974 chopper.
Okay sa railway ya mo de buy ya mo speed ray.
Aye.
Unim say no so 1982.
Say
1982. Sa jo mo de buy yo. Who say the idea say Japan dey be. Ya reject it. And ya de bray. And no go spray ho. Spray ho no Russia. And yes yo. Mo be manage ni sa.
Ya say
I do there
82.
82.
From 71 to 74 to 82.
Meanwhile, no one see the new modern rail system near Idiaba. In Pakada. Makai. Just say, Ujiwa. Now, me can't bay. Na me catch us me pa pointi ba kwa ne ho bebe nyamo e beka so no de hwefa ne ho udim send me no ka say workers of NLE for they are up in arms with leadership no
so my day
yes so ma sign a contract be more than 20 years 25 years
Samuel Kuno
yes with private company KGL Emma KGL udim say see a KGL e more powerful chain NLE and no mobilizing no movie at you or momo jijia or mati commission hwe me adeba kwa me dwa and say adia obidi ni trimpo ebe yese odi ya ye nyama yie na obeba be se no abra wonim ho hwe Kwame Nkrumah edi NLE baaye in 1954 no Malta unim go for designer say ya do my Malta Malta buying a shed that buy the whole of Africa. Ghana was the first country or the lotteries at the buy. And
Uchalotu.
Me a gay man.
I see.
Me a gay man. Intimate system nasi. Almost to meet nasi. Imagine say ya the NLE Abba send a beya. Ya the unim say ya the mobilize sika at the mall mine. And on the other hand, so buy no one release sika through the lotteries into the pockets of Ghanaians. No man BBAD. Bobie, can you imagine say in Contractual Samuel Ukumi at one point me send in a message catch and say you did lot of ya okay say northern sector omu demonstration
yeah
sikana ko pie ye tia sikano but sikana ko pie private pockets more than 1 month na ko come demonstration to mean to ska ubedi lotto to mean to ya and only private people you cause any contract long contract omo tia sikani nyina and yete honum
so agene de
to agene share can you imagine and yete ha enti me baby to say NLE say investigations akese a yoko for no ni NIB for mu yen nyina no somebody NLE edition because it can't happen say NLE kokese ejuma kokese o we wakese o mu bebraye tu o mu kai o mu nya ejuma bia ene di the whole no set up na come private companies and o mu gisika chain state to a tune of 250 million just o mu general every month no mu jiko o mu bia no mama o man no commission say o mu nji we fan hye mo ho imagine operators for no o mu yi sa o mu point of sale devices o mu dey yi be running into obsolete yi NLE yes cannot to me procure because you see ano other way for na take over I'ma take you over. What you say? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, and for me, sir, NLE in common way so a idea SSA you try any.
Now, Ufu say Obi send me message be. Bobie, because of how you do your program, I don't want you to get any position. So that always you come and do the program. Nambe theater. Nyame, wisdom, Gambo. Nyame be theater. Baby, I will be wisdom. Me ba ofie. Obama baby ada. Say me dey kasa na seme. Timuna say mo akoma ya Callistus liar. Say mentra ha alaji tanko kura me hwe wa unim hu bi. Alaji tanko unimu bi semwa akwa we ya mamelai no awasinsia ay friends say I you need say me aminu oh tikase we unu say ni pa wo ya me yo trust me
yo Kwabena after the member
the main
issue no
yeah
which is very very important unim about the taxes no de bia ye ka say ye ba no oman chichire ne oman koso a minim oban oman a obetumi aka say obetumi ama impuntu adwuma akoso development akoso a osi o use taxes ne die eye den a oman ni hia nti eden a wo kwan bi so no oman no ebegigi saa eto kakran no e de afiti mamufo e na wo hwe Ghana for so kra by our nature no a yenye nkrofo krampo a yempe taxes tua majority of Ghanaians no omo ye nkrofo a omo ye law abiding na o the taxes ne ba omo nwinwia so at the end of the day no ye tua. But question say Ghana for ebisa ne say taxes ni tua ye de yeden eden ene ye de yese ne be ya ebe benefit amanfo na amanfo enya ho faso na
so anyway we dey come
na the painful thing ne say unin say de bia no omo ya yire omo no ye downtrodden omo wo e form ne koliko fo na boja fo no omo na de bia na yeso mo pechi na yesi ye je omo tax ye je to ye ha omo obi wan se ewra kiosk we mu ye ewra store we yesi wetu your tax yesi wa yesi na nansa say driver be friend me say ne assembly tax untu aye enti opamechew all of these things ni na happen but the me yan say when it comes to tax evasion ne say ne ekoso na based on our report abeto so more than 2000 companies and individuals combined that omo evade tax ah just omo your margin say omuntua anaso omuntua omu breaking system no. This is something that cannot happen without connivance with the authorities in power. There was Adebiana Ekoso during Nanadomo time. When him say when it comes to this tax waivers, any tax evasion nyama we nu a your contractors for ankasa ho mu a omaje ho contracts at the end of the day no companies individuals for tuamuka send ebe ya omo betumi evade taxes no ma sasika no be private pockets eti social ebi onu mu a GRA for no income tax omo onu no omo ni individuals omo corridors of power economic send ebe ya omo be evade this tax system no unim say ya can about say here taxes e dey developing here taxes developing. When it comes to tax waivers ya won krofo a o kai say MPP won no na you say you ma tax waivers cry to a tune of ebi won no a $350 million. Tax waivers last minute and another eba be power na the santo kwana na ahenyo marking at the court was say a parliamentary business no I grind it to a halt because you see almost sitting piano sitting no na majority at the time Air Force insist say back me en friend no metra sitting no na tax waivers no person mo me pass it na sa tax waivers no more than $350 million and no yesika na eco private people or into mo say omo yo yam grant waiver yam waiver no na ni nyina ya de a omunya pass na omo waivers ni wia na for contractors for no bi mu afa back door omo fa chire onu mu a na pa omo akwakoje omo commission e wo ho eyen crofo business a omo ye yenim sana ma wom nyina na sania mahama abeya oso oba be reset system no e be reset your mind no. This is the time where some of these things are waivers ni nyama ye granted edema individuals any companies are sabi o share benefits ayenya and ko chire nko hwe and it doesn't even make sense. Say how why do we grant this kind of waivers? Bobie my mema shocking revelation be unim say na me no ka say health delivery systems no and I say health institutions no omo kraniama e de ba unim say omo need tax waiver bia you need tax exemption bia de momo. Really? Yes. Unless you
even with government
and now is the day
government hospitals,
government agency bia government institution bia it will okay say another time almost the antiretroviral drugs be any support to be empire containers more than 50 now buying to me clear meanwhile no more your kidney patients for here sa in road when you say omunya waivers na just say you troll the parliament na parliament am approve as some their support no. Who is mining companies for waivers direct? Bibi on the baby, waiver exemption. Go fields, say mining company no a firm view.
But yeah, health sector,
no. Health sector, yeah, sports. Ghana Table Tennis Federation. Yeah, crack table tennis at the all the regions in the schools. Who them say be do ye? Yeah, president up money. Share send a bear tables in the do. Who them say a take individual pockets and they call clear Sanya man for the states. And your mind the know. Yeah, you took individual pockets to clear. Now, on my baby, does it make sense? Say yeah, mind no, yeah, mind whoever's. Now, Kababa say na say ECG nyama ka report. ECG na state in there no. You see on clear into the nyama ka report. Yes easy in this or the channel. Yeah, demorage channel. Does it make sense? And so them say you grant individuals any private companies say exemptions ni we see normal from where the free na yete ha na o mine bre na see hwehweska. Media sir have you seen the amount of money involved in? Very huge. Sasika we na nyama betumi classrooms betumi see
and the companies involved I am Fan Milk, Casapreco, Adonko,
Magdan also.
It's not sembe kure.
Magdan. Yeah. And you know, like there are a lot of like companies are it's because unim adeba kwa masanso abe realize we tax system say enkofo bebre on mom ye workers are good GRA. I'm telling you say Obeka say one not fit for purpose and deliberately no omu conceal information from the public. Say na be ya obe default no aba omo honom. Me ankasa me nante say me ko friend say first na nima for some outlets, GRA outlets be based on where you are doing your business. Unim say me ankasa me call for VAT invoice, me call for VAT certificate kra. I say me sound so fetch they ko kululu sane ama me see me betua tax no. Me see me betua tax no. And recently me call because I needed tax clearance certificate. Me call honum unim say obeko uye information no be a concili no they will be so evasive about giving information
but I think say aban ko but to omani enhwe ho ana
unim say hwe GRA workers for no any some of the government agencies no almost kakra politicians no they are rich people. Obi kickback in quiet or no me obi on the kickback or kochre plot near they see na ya ma no ko ne kickback no ono ne kickback onje ochre plot no fesi man no dey see dynamo no ono ne kickback no meanwhile no obi anti ni din radio so obi ambo ni din obi anim no on share pipi atale on share this atale ono ti honum and odidi because the political head for no so they are looking on because what they are concerned about is say obeda be sorry no obehwe foto no yesiska say na aba but when fast was can buy any perform managing no they don't follow up. See when you go to GRA many of the kululu near mo you see from the top to the bottom kojo they are rich people. Every time bia obo pay scheme up the upper will be undercover. The court GRA is here and I say ABA tax clearance certificate. Omonchiro processes are film. See, on the mouth elaborate then they create fear to let you know that when you go through the right channel, you won't get it. So come to me, and you have to go to them. Oko heaven, but you go to them. One quite you won't get it. It will not happen.
I see.
See, there are times to grandpa Obi Onomwa was setting up company instead of GRA. I don't know. You are supposed to set reminders. Say you are providing service. If you want more, over Sunday, the CIA, if you private companies are, insurance, policy. See, who want more? No mama reminder say, policy no baby.
provide compensation for the victims, including those in the lower Volta, those in Oti, those in Bunu East, those in the Savannah regions, and other areas that were affected by the flooding. Ezu will carry out a shake-up. Of all loss-making SOEs and realign them to break even and transition into profit-making. This is a social contract with the people. A lot of people ask me, you're going to find an economy in a mess. How are you going to handle all this? We're going to realign our expenditure. We're going to cut out waste. We'll realign the budget so that we can create more fiscal space in order to finance these projects. We're going to use innovative methods to raise the resources so that we can finance these projects. We're going to prioritize, strictly prioritize, and select the most important projects that will create immediate benefits for the people of Ghana. We're going to put our money where our mouths are. That is what a new NDC government is going to do. Here, Maza the matter, Danwaina, Nago de Kore, Ezu, Manya Munache, one day I got a maka soya, Yakamada Kimaka got a mashi soya. Ezu, don't you know for the way so me sonka? Yanda zongoni suka gwara muna soyeya inshallah ale babu karfi e bamu iko muma mu gwara musu soyeya haka na ezu don shi ne keni na sadiki afade we inshallah muka zo muduka mun sani kaman zuwa Mecca ya zama one of the 5 pillars of Islam amma yau saboda kudin da yayi kama da abiya aje Mecca mutanen mu iyayen mu maza da mata da yawansu sun yi niyya su je Mecca amma ba su yiya idan Allah ya ba mu mulki muka zo za mu rage kudin Mecca ne kowa inda ya yi niyan shi ya samu ya je eza karshen mangana na mun sani watan Ramadan in za a yi azumi ana duba watanni kamun a fara Ramadan. In za a kwance azumi ana duba ni a gani wata tukun a kwance. Don shi kowane lokaci ya zo a yi kaman waranga sun ci sallah yau gobe waranga kuma su ci sallah. Don shi abinda za mu yi mu kawo zaman lafiya kowa ya ji daɗin sallah za mu kara za mu kara ranar hutawa guda shine ana turawa na cira holiday za mu kara guda a kan Idil Fitr don shi in wayan ga sun kwance yau sun ci sallah yau waɗanda sun kwance gobe su ma su samu su ci sallansu yau dai Hausan Kano na ya zo sosai ba wasa ba. One, we'll put in place a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials in line with the principles of ethical leadership, modesty, humility, integrity, and accountability. We will nominate all our cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first
74. Yeah, ebusu Ghana baby a tono bia. And one and Kofu in di one dance. Your #1 immune booster bako pe. Ya ma do who free ya dear Kwankro. Ya wahu doing another hono 2074. Dr. Benjamin Rie, Mahamu Akwaba. Na apom to say,
Yamiadum Boko, na one so.
Yamena dom any tontina. Say, yeah, no, the tom. It's your boosty immune system until debia. Your good health. You are pumping, Papa.
Ye denyamiase.
Sir, I dance here, ba.
Oh, I dance here, Eba. And
for any idea drone home.
Money,
and we said to Papa on the T74.
Sa pepe. Now, last week, you know, once ye casafa mayare fiber new ovarian cyst.
Yeah.
It's a member baby no more free I say baby na you new I say last week ni first time. In terms say a drew be na first and bema so timi no man na
okay.
A map a drew ana
okay.
Pacho pese Mrs. Ubi me say oba timi no bema timi no.
Okay.
Yeah enye ma a drew pe enye ma pe a drew. Yes, a do be a boa and mema last year casafa prostate say tontina to me boa and bema so into tontina 74
diabetes
diabetes a boa hypertension BP a boa and I can infections and so sometimes yeah sisubi so say obi wo kru na so nya tontina 74 e bit me aboa no
onum bi no de bi
dress kru no yes into tontina 74 enye a map edu
okay
and
last week no the first time remember ni bitie ntina adwene course last week ni ye din komo na me kan ye say tontina 74 yade asa no doso
yes
yade asa no edoso ene ye ni komo ni ye misa set 2074 yakasa yama hypertension blood pressure prostate diabetes fibroid nso kura e kwan be asunti hepatitis kwa yedi hu nkomo wa say da hepatitis nso no se onum 2074 eno nso etimi eboa enti Dr. Benjamin e ba say e na duro ba ku a awie yekuta me 2074 etimi eboa wapom den yalewa hoduo pi etimi akutia
okay me da ebini nim for instance nim dwe ya ye nyina yenim say dodo no nim say wo fa nim wo yare malaria na so wo fa nim a itimi boa afi yete ho sa na covid ebae covid system you know covid is a viral condition but nim kroya ye de sa malaria yare no itimi boa so with covid some boost immunity edua ba akoro so the thing with herbal no herbal de send ejuma a different in that offer edua bako was a number of compounds
okay
number of compounds
okay
inti sa eba enintina nim etimi malaria etimi covid etimi boost immune system ya refo from so ho anim etimi boa ene de mesre say ye be we ye be ko academics mu kakra
okay fire room na chire mu because enkrofo wo erezi issues bebrefa they were herbal medicine no sitie say dro ba ko obetisi yesi ye nti emre wo mu fire kom
medase nti answer na dro betimi aye djuma na enam compound a e wo dro ni mu
okay
enam compound na e wo
eniema hodo a yedi ye dro no
yes enduani dro a
okay
yes enena ema dro bi etimi eye dro especially bibi dro no yes nti any other say abrofu dro kwa compound bi wom ade bi wo ho yedi ye dro na ema edro etimi ade a eye
okay
yes na oba herbala sina medical kan no edua ba ko a lot of these compounds ena tontina 74 ade a yede ye no yede atwa ena yede prekese ena yede moringa ena de ye
ade wo se mo de atwa
yes eye duaba yellow bia tedi
udi a ede
yes yes ede nti ena na yede ye na mpese me concentrate on moringa yes
ena ase de prekese
yes
okay
ena yede ye tontina 74
okay
yes na moringa obi aye research bi on moringa na mpese me kan ade a nipa no troy or say common nutritional plant sources reveals that M. oleifera and moringa no provides more than 7 times the vitamin C found in oranges. Ya yen so ope vitamin C a unya akutu a ebeboa.
Okay.
But research na maye hu say moringa. Ofa moringa ebe provide 7 times ni obenya
vitamins no obenya
vitamin C no a obenya wa anka mu no so offer 1 kilo orange no offer 5 kilo 1 kilo and as offer moringa so 1 kilo amount of vitamin C a obenya moringa mu 7 times ni obenya
ewo anka mu. Okay,
it continues say 10 times the vitamin A in carrots. You say vitamin A ewo carrot mu eboa with yani nipeni eboa pa but ehwehwemu amaye hu say offer moringa the same kilo na it has 10 times into HS offer moringa na more vitamin C 7 times that obenya anka mu.
Okay,
offer moringa na obenya 10 times vitamin na obenya carrot mu.
Okay,
so instead of crass obenom akutu ene na echina wakwakoto carrot kra no ababe no offer moringa research no my hu say you get all these minerals ewom and it continues 17 times calcium. Calcium is good for the bones.
Okay,
17 times calcium found in milk. In the milk ye protein but it also has calcium and a lot of calcium, but in the compared to enyama yenim said they have these vitamins and minerals. So 17 times and 9 times the protein found in yogurt, 15 times the potassium found in banana, 25 times the iron found in spinach. This is just moringa and we minerals no krayamba yaria esa.
Okay,
so one plant has a lot of these minerals that is good for our health. Inti sameba say nanama ofa moringa ena se wo ni yaria ebeboa ofa moringa ena se udompemu eye wo ya wo dompemu yaria ebeboa. Yes, me can we it's not just say eye bibido na e kan wasem.
Okay,
you see it's because research cry approve say that one plant has all these minerals. When we continue, there are places that actually say this same moringa no eboa with cancer. Into you can say tontina eboa with cancer first, second stages eboa. So tontina moringa no eboa with cancer, eboa with diabetes, microbial antimicrobial resistance eboa. You see, so ebani bibidura one plant no a number of compounds. So o combine 2 plants, 3 plants, senya tontina ya combine 3 plants na it means say adia edunu betimi aye kra no becomes bebre
p
ebeye p se bako kra timisa like edu na so the miensa de kan wa the miensa boma number na akosoro. So that is how herbal medicine works.
Okay.
That is how herbal medicine works. And I think that bebre na enim these basics only nim de san nim de enti obi betimi atena baby no say herbal for na de bia edro baako tontina for and then this week mo say diabetes, next week mo buy mo say prostate, mo somebody say hepatitis, tontina edro bibi dro baako pe na yes njuma we nyina, but it's because of the compounds in it.
Ayi ema wo aye wadro bi aban bi din bu twitwa ya maame mu twitwa na o ma noa.
Yes,
o mo se ekum yam kuro wo a ekum yam kuro nti wonnom nso a esama wudidi ma wo ye kese.
Thank you.
Say du kro na bi so esan so timi hwie bi ma asefa kokosa
me da hase
so wo enti say da wo kan ebibidro ena nya wo nko ane eno ade ma wo.
Yeah,
na nsen kwa me hu se social media so kra no e ma na frase ye kra se se wafu so kra no a na sa wonnom nso kra na etimi ma wafu ye dai ekofom by draw back no ni dem se friend se kokro do so bibisa ezi dia wo kan na atwe madwene abaso.
Yeah,
na no ye ma hu se TikTok ni social media nkofo ye se wunya bi kra na anom a e be ne fat ye ma wafu eye ketua ba se wo hwe oba nso wo a na se ye maame se de o mo no a malaria fever nyina akro mo nom
sa pepe
akom ni nchire mu eti na dem bia ne ya na duro ba ko ene se ya de pi na se abibiduro no ni uniqueness e wo mu no no
and then any uniqueness I womb.
Okay.
Yes. Into offer a bibidro bakwa.
Okay.
Highly possible. Highly possible say it me asa but my mefa we in room.
Okay.
Last year call we exhibition yɛkɔ exhibition bi na media man bi ba around ɛna ɔsɛ offer eduro yi na ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ no goita
okay
na ɔsɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ no operation yes ɔmo kɔyɛ no operation
kompo de ebo
ɔmo minimum no yes to be frank okay me na me doctor me diagnostic herbal yɛ na 2074 but minim say 20 na it me eboa with that thing
okay
your stand no ho na man ba ye say aduwe aboa ne pa and I say onchire mu and all kind say na also on my range kra we bookie appointments and come kwa any surgery but offer 20 na for some time pena ade no na it was just going down slowly
okay.
And then all of a sudden a kokra
okay
and up to it's been a year according to him it's been more than a year
okay
symptoms MBM and so the
clear in the system
okay clear that is herbal okay and any herbal and that is tontina for you
okay
yes into a juma tontina 74 80 year no make me abobo so say diabetes ebeboa ukura ebeboa hypertension hepatitis wo prostate yare wo fibroid ebeboa wo ulcer ebeboa but no matter what I say no the list is still not exhausted
okay
we bet me afa 74 ama na boa in a different area
okay
ebia wo yare bi kra ofa mambo ya means me mbo minim yare chrono but over 2074 it's me eboa so the thing with tontina there is indeed for general
ya there no crash our system but
unim yes
ti unum tontina na do office malaria ya wani mra ho so na yi ya de bi apie na ayede etu ase
sa pepe yeah
enti abusuafo ene Dr. Benjamin no said ya wabro so no kidney diseases heart related disease obi awakoma and afen so lungs infections and eye infections hepatitis B and C and obi awyem ta ya wo ya syphilis no nyina BP any blood sugar no nyina prostate mema no and afen so sickle cell anemia ohoma sickle cell no na homoja re any adini nyina early cancer stage no stage 1 stage 2 nya binumu a gononom and afen so fibroid and asthma fatigue misraw e boost immune system no eya bibidro said the doctor aka no prekese e de eya duro pa moringa nso eya duro pa e na atia nso ayekan so yellow no eno so ye duro pa and that flyer issue etino doctor apia na wa frɛ no na enkomo bia oni ne wo bia no na woni nadi na mu hye no se Ghana baby eto no bia wo benya bi ato pharmacy drugstore herbal shop baby mu wo benya bi no wato na wanom tontina 74 boost immune system ema wunya ahoden papa etimi de number no etudwa no ma frɛ Dr. Benjamin 0246 073498 0246 073498 and I say 0501 62 8931 0501 62 8931 0246 073498 nkomodie bia wa akire bia no wo frɛ Dr. Benjamin na obeboa wo pebi kura to anase atu e de agu o drugstore mu o pharmacy mu ba bia wo frɛ Dr. Benjamin na obeboa wo ama wo saka 0246 073498 Dr. Benjamin ebeboa wo ama wapomden awie peye kama yada ase awie dog
me da CP
I wanna be there when the people start to turn it up.
ejako every time I copy say no nsia be baby bia wo bia no wa join me share me Facebook page na efama me kwadwa asempa furniture works wa join me edi free Kumase ose asempa furniture works edum Kumase rekofai amanin ensu ejem Richard Benji Achimota Estate and now Richard Okin so adjoin me Maria Adams se woni Eric Derry se woni Liliana Kosua bedi akompacho mon share me page ni na monfa ema me de la Hammond se ewie na mota mechi Patrick M Katia na Kofi Ahin Kingsley nie na Fence Remy Eluku ensu enie Kajofia Gbe munyina ma Johnny me ene ewie Godfred Daklomote na Fence la tele la I enso a Johnny me ene ewie ena nana ajua chire ma nana ajua chire ma enso a Johnny me ewie oyibo boate eno chire debia eno chire Johnny me hunu se eno chire a new year yi mu ye pie kwaje ye ni na anu ye na wona se eno chire okay David edinwen David Blenate Tokoli na cheso se Maryland USA ena Moro Muhammad omunyina ajo Christina Koshowo munyina ma join me enewie nti Facebook eye Accra 100.5 FM sanso ena CTV enso ewie ye da so live ya obetimi so abehwe ye ewo CTV esuo enti baby bia wo bia no mpacho ya share me page no na efama me monshare na monfama me yaba de na yaba adwuma yem ye survivors ya survivors enti no ya survive enti kwan bia so no ye gumu a ye survive ko ye no ye de no ye survivors enti no enura ne nkrofo frame ni ade anamsi o ye survivors se oti asiasa ho se oti asiasa eno anu no oti asiasa o survivor eno anu so na mu na wo kosa last be me I remember omu bie akosombo dam na etwifa ayifo no so no volta fo no so no na me ka wa ha se ye no flood no efa ye kora ache yes in reality no enipa hu ye in reality na nipa hu ye say ye no flood ayira fire but flood ayira fire no Ansah kra way back kra sana kira say Water River Authority eba bebie ayi dam na kosomo dam na tumu a spillage no ama na twiafo manfo so enti eya atwa metumu wai enti ya survivors survivors na musa ya be survive na musa but it is well and ebeye enti abade ne aba mu ayedu yaba de ne aba adwuma na ana kwa me yenya survivors ya survivors so ya ne your boss Kwabena Bobie Ansah ya namusa ne ye kɔ ne ye basa ene ye namusa ne ye kɔ ne ye basa but gradually you will surely be there enti mun share me page no enfama me Liliana Kosua bedi akon ya survive 8 years so in opposition ya nye nkrofo na ye sorry a ya ahohye frefre nkrofo frefre nkrofo no honorable na rent aso na honorable na me no ya ntisa ya nkonisa setawia ya nkonisa Stephen McCarthy ya ntisa Jonas Yeboa enya sa ene yetie President Mahama enya 120 days no enema pi wo ho ka say the first 120 days wo beye waye pi eba no educational sector ho a ye hu say reforms bebre koso what committee committee no na wo madwuma pa ye free senior school policy no omo hu nhyiamudie wo Volta region ho all the 16 regions from Bekosu nyina consult Ghana for opinion leaders stakeholders and on the economic dialogue on so eba so Emma wo memu animdifo nyina stakeholders no oto onsa de frɛ obi bia mfa na dwenkyerɛ mmra ade a ne yɛbɛyɛ ebenya lasting solution ade ama Ghana efi economy ho nya biribia na aban kɔ na aban aba every 4 years bia na yɛkɔ IMF na yɛkɔ IMF na yɛkɔ IMF na yɛkɔ IMF na yɛnenamu saa ɛno nso ɛwɔ hɔ no mu a so far so good. Ghana for who say yɛho reforms p yɛho reforms a reflect every ase ya ɛyɛ adwuma about the your friend say we share finance ministry sector minister Dr. Kesa to force on in team we share fiscal policies niema ho do ma introduce a every ase ya yield good results ya e de eboa ye enti afenso no nuisance taxes ahodo bi a President Mahama ne manifesto NDC manifesto e womu a oka se oba obeyidi afri ho no no God been so good odo ose ayoyo betting tax away e-levy away afei emission tax levy enu ne yemisie na no media kwa bi achi na me hwe de wi akwa ne car to misie pa nam se akwa be na o senka taxi e wo ho no mane pa na otua nanso yayi edi afro san se enye sa levy no ya nsa letin krofo o kan obi a o car to wo misi o car to ni misi o e kan na afenso ye hwe se e-levy eno no finance minister e kan se omo de akwa akọ VAT mu value added tax mu nti no so obeti committee bi eno na IMF wo ka ho betena se na omahu the way forward way out a ombetimi e de atwa covid levy emu and after withholding tax na small scale miners and so mining that's one so no yade a President Mahama etimi ayi e de afri ho no mo sanso and just last week kura ye hu de siye na o lanchiniam adwumawura project omo pa ho ntima wo Kumase afe Mahama Care Ghana Trust Fund ya pa ho ntima ya lanchi ena National Entrepreneurship Program enu nso Northern Region ya pa ho ntima ene ma na o lanchi no obi bisa na President Mahama de we wani abri ya wo first year wo pese bibia wo yeyi na wo second year no third year no fourth year ade na abaye wiem said the President Mahama wani abri a wo pese wo ye bibia se yeyi ai why you know how we bibia say yeah we bibia say from next year kono dey na be but adwuma ne so adwuma no enye this year kono betimi aye Women's Development Bank eno so ye twesi card ya to on me dey be feasibility study bank no kwan ye be fa so aye be ye ne bibia eyade a eno so ye tweska e dey ato ho no mo President Mahama kan 120 days no ayi minister sewie President Mahama ka for so they are Ghana for because the President Mahama so Ghana for but so obey 60 ministers but 60 ministers no were 56 and so Ghana for the dancers say 56 no wa merge bi akeka bia bom but adwuma omo eye no esin na akufo ado ka say adwuma ne so we have the men sisan krofo gu mu prekesen onu mu gum prekesen sa ewi akire na kwa akoye ka ewi akire no ma ye nuisance ade ama Ghana fo na mfaso bia ni wo so because akoye ka akoye ohaw kwa and then first year tertiary institutions and only your government are buying public institutions no ewo mu se first year for no omuntua fees eno education minister kan say because of time ana finance minister represented budget nji so mu payment no but on be refunded after so kura hostel na yatum from 2500 and another no na say this academic year no esabe be frase no mu the 500 kan akọ 3000 but o ma reverse ko back to 2500 wow wow President Mahama na kire se na afen so code of conduct and standards for all government officials na anu ya na no so wo mo epa ho entima cabinet ministers no mu ni bibia wa ye awie hey papa no wa boy adwuma papa fence ban and new mining activities in forest reserves afensu roll out tree for life and blue water initiative and also ehun adwuma ekoso Ghana fo nyina di adanse 120 days yahu massive improvement when it comes to illegal mining. What does say one more small scale miners legally ya issue lances ediama omukuta enkrata omde ya mining na womu sensuo essensa se ya forest ahodo ya se ya kwaye brentu ahodo be se enkono 9 ya no ma bawura mu a womu se nu nyina da no the last time no omo de report by said omo timi age 7 out of 9 omo etimi age ya se say site ahodo a na galamseyas no egu hono mo essence as essay ensuo no so no tax force lands and natural resources minister Imanama Boa ena fence no forestry commission no ne ade no ade a omatie simu a omo ye adwuma eboa pa eti Ghana fo nyina di adanse say ban illegal mining pa they are fighting against illegal mining dia 120 days President Mahama okonanim ekoso ankasa ena koso mo pond dams nso spillage no Volta River Authority spillage no so no ya twesika ya de ema wo mo eti se yakase ye kan AAP eniama wudo p institute a government policy banning political appointees from purchasing state assets o manager padia ya politicians eba na wo mo efum ni nyafu eno so President Mahama ba ye no eyade a ogusu a wo ye hu adwuma wo ye no esopa se enye dum so enenene mu a nka 120 days die aje baifu oba no o chine kan aje baifu oba kurasi ne nani nso ade ene benya asembone aka e dia fa President Mahama 120 days ya igusu aye wo mu yi aje baifu oba ene obekasa obe address the nation na 120 days so far the odu oman na adru baby a ofa Ghana free ye 120 days eniema awaye aje baifu oba kurasi ni a nani nso ade ene begine baby aka sembone e dia fa 120 days our President Mahama and Professor Jenano Pokwajiman amemwe hu how ka kra ye wo mu a energy sector no dum so but obian nim se eye hawa honorable John Jinapo energy minister the last time we when interview wo se wa bre adwuma na yi no because NPP after so mu lusu ye no omo tena Ghana no ase ya no ye nya short memory omo ankasa omo energy sector ho no e ka kire Ghana for say dum so beba omo ka kire say omo energy sector ento omo nim ni a omo ka na President Mahama bebre dum so beba ba Ghana no enipa nkasem a omo kasem tra wa na ye ja wo mo saa no mafom ho adi na e wo say ye ziri wo mo emu mo ka die nti mo ka ne kire ye e na dum so nya afa na aba before election nyina na ye dem 2024 throughout the year na wom but answer because of election into na omo manage no they be na also mu dum light no no mu ntimi dum because omo nka so mu tisi abonte no magun say system na say eniama enyama wo mu edi so mu sanso di gum bum dum so no che se ebeye severe krade a ene na che se ebeye omo beye ahimo edi no mu manage situation no mu dey share after election nti after election January eba no ene na che se ebeye adwuma enti amena na wo mu position ranking member energy committee parliament onu na brief here ona na my update about energy sector. There's nowhere NPP for ba be kan de na ekoso e won energy sector de a kire ye energy minister na po enya de no ba be kan de ekoso energy sector a kire ye e wo bra no ono no wo pe vice president aba be di. And then committee ni so no omo ano wo sa committee ni, there's no way on be out aba nim amna no omo tu e de ato ho no mo amna ne de no omo nim but omo ban no mahu se enye nkora amna eya amna kase pa 820 days no e how ni amani a eniema MPP aban no ekekere ye de to energy sector no e honom eni ade a e ha president Mahama sisia ba president Mahama shagana for bo so be fix it or how bia e won energy sector wo bia no obe fix it. The last time ni ECG omu piaro kasai no wakacha me say bibia ni amefre no o ma information na omo ya reforms p also omo ya reforms p ewo ECG ho made them who say president Mahama e ka say ECG no privatization bia ento okan anya me nwanwa because na me di kan apeke information e dia fi ECG ho a enipa ne ka kire me say omo ya reforms p system a e was omo yusu nyina na omo nyusu entisika no omo jegia the free consumers ho a minister fa deputy minister fa na port haptel fort to omo die wom omo ye niema basa niema prix niema tantantan niema basa but say what mun say honorable John Jinapo me hun say honorable John Jinapo e ka say MD managing director ya o ECG no I was so fire no answer no cry fire no. It's true. And you sector be I do kwa 2 ho no mo a adwuma no eso. Sometimes obetena ha say ya. Na bia me kind energy sector ba dum so a. Na nkofo free say you have been hard or harsh on NDC. No. Ya pese NDC succeed. Ya pese honorable John Jinapo energy minister was succeed. Because yenim capabilities yenim do obetimi aye. He has been there before. No a deputy energy minister. Yenim crisis asabre no. Na Ghana wom efan kane adum so ho. One Dr. Kwabena donko yenim adwuma wo mo ye ya wo mo fixe ye. Yenim do mo timi ye ene yenim do mo betimi aye. Enti se me ba na me be ka se ye dundum ene we me ba me sister friend me frefijase so mo dum light. Eya dia Ghana ni bia nim say eye how president Mahama ababetom but oya dia ye John Dramani Mahama o siesie enti mumie mfa mpaibo enter honorable John Jinapo president Mahama chi ni enya rehye se beye yie with ni nim dia any team we atwa ne ho ahia no ebeye yie ba honorable John Jinapo sani a wo kan ye no se MD no omwawo a ele se si anu mapam no no okode baby se regional directors edema ECG omumwa you sack them se district directors omumwa transfer them febi ko enkurase baby kra ho do it but mum brief ye mum update ye mum Ghana fo hu challenge no mum ye hunu mum Ghana fo ye hunu Honorable Jinapo chire Ghana fo energy sector no ne wakwa kotom ka kire ye nipa ye nim because next wo so be mpa kan so they will be doing so next year they will be doing so Ghana fo wa hey mbe hu paka business I say energy sector. I know what I'm talking about. I say me energy sector ntimi ni America. Oko bisa na po say fa low shedding timetable bra oso kwana koya wo de. So we free say na wo dun so dun kwana koya wo de. Enti na wo hawo da ho. Na wo hawo ewo ho. E na honorable Jinapo wakwa akotom. Chire Ghana fo ma ye hu. Senator Professor Stephen Ade, former rector Gempa. Ya President Akufo-Addo Abaimu. Say Ghana Revenue Authority na no a board chair na board member. Board chair. Si ado ko Ghana Revenue Authority. Say kwa ya board chairman na. Enya sam gitu o. Ono kura wadi de. Ono kura wadi yie. Wanya bie die. Wanya bie. Wanya no ho under President Akufo-Addo credit me ka say. So rate President Mahama 120 days year. Do be kan say enema ko yie. President Mahama abo adwuma said ye we fra se ne wo si kɔ no say ya no wo kɔ no be ye dia. Me so what ne kan ye. I just say be ifo krasi ni ba. I just say be ifo krasi ni eba. So Richard Benji also there. I was listening to forget about them just forget about who kokotia do be abeka bia me say I just say before kurasi ni ba President Mahama ba ye no okay and we say your Professor Stephen Ade or say anybody who is objective will say President Mahama has done very well in his first 120 days. Professor Stephen Ade. Professor Stephen Ade. Or see anybody who is objective will say President Mahama has done very well in his first 120 days. Now the first 120 days, you know. Mekai Madam Fubi. Your friend Ansah Ajemai. We importer. Na Sabren baby ani eti wala pass one. Wutwem. Na wo twa President Mahama ne NDC abaya ho. 2015 2016 we be tuom. Twa tafo we mu. Ombeko. E be tuom, ombeko. Oh. Na wo mo ba ya na mo kai yo mo fa. Omo fa kwan bi su kokoji loan bi bebe gu system nim. Omo first 3 months na mu ena pa omo kwaji loan bi ya parliament am pass it through due process am fa process mu e hwana dollar ni drop back akra bi na bomia eye dede wache dollar no wache no watu ni plum odiki na ma IGP. Oh, then people for boss say dollar. Everybody one cedi. Yeba me abe ni. Everybody one cedi. Everybody one cedi. Ah, one with the doctor ba me ye. Oh, utwamu a 2017 anu wa. Who send people for no mu boss say twa hontema. I was so careful. Good for across the country. E twa ntema. E ko na asia sorry. Because can for riatamu and establishing mo oman siki any approval from parliament akwakoji loan e dia ba be good system nim omri be good system no dollar no so a drop ya bakakra enti kire say MPP for say ye ya arrest dollar no ya tuni prumo ya the key na my IGP o osaje man another 3 months o fra na no otwa na na ado mpoa ene rate abani daily exchange rates Wednesday 7 May 2025 US dollars buying there's a $1 13 cedis 44 pesos on any guachi $1 no so wo kwa akota so wo tonwa enti so wo kwa akopɛ dollar eno no 13 cedis 45 pesos 13 cedis 45 pesos pound sterling King Charles pound sterling and also buying 17 cedis 96 pesos selling you be at 17 cedis 9889 pesos euro abrochirefo ni su abrochirefo ni wu omusu euro eswatiaba 15 cedis 24 pesos selling 15 cedis 26 pesos we say a interbank rate used by commercial banks for transactions eti dia kwasuanie kwa me yana me kuma no abebo odi asempa na bo wiai bebo gum kwajo tu danso mun share me page ni mfama me why mun share obi an share mfama me ochi kokosi foster mun nyina wiai mun share page no maba de na maba ana Elijah Ashite Aaron Odia Mensa ni Odate Mills enti enra de no no ho where Tuesday do say na Wednesday right where na de okay enti na rate no say abrochirefo ni super say the president Muhammad Aba no wo be ha wo mo abagafo na ni abre pass say no president Muhammad Bana oban na ada Obama wo mo so obeteti wo mabrabo ana e say we project wo fie na se first no wo di $100 ba na so obenya 1500 say enu 1004 mpo and say the ade na tiba form no first no wo ye project wo fie na the €1,000 ba woni bisa €1,000 de wanya kra no wo betimi anya 18,000 Ghana cedis ba say the ade na sika ko no €1,000 no 16,000 kra wunya ei abagafo na ni abre pa o mo frase ye omubuafu aje se no se no ache se ade a enka first no betimi di $2,000 aye no aje se kura no di bi ka ho yes when the system is working when the fundamentals of the D&D is strong our city will make you cry the fundamentals ne are stronger so ubesu o abrechire besu amagana ni asre ye de yesre pa because sa exchange rate matter issue yi see depreciation yesika ye hata enkrofo a kuta $1,000 $2,000 $5,000 akrakra ni man kakra tonton nyina sika ase because adia somewhere 2020 wo betimi ede best 7,000 2020 mekai mini Betty mami bia ne yafa ne niema wo UK London mami bia ne ya tontade o se ya oda niema e de afri mami ho no mo London na that time £1,000 na ya best 10,000 Ghana cedis afa £1,000 ni timi kwaya kokoduru ade 10,000 Ghana cedis no etimi kwaya kokoduru 20,000 Ghana cedis 21,000 Ghana cedis eniema no wonto niema buonim eniema na yafa no dresses na yafa no a ebi ye prices ebi ye no ya wo ton Cecilia ede ema ye no ade na ye to no Cecilia ntum but sika wo de be order niema no ya ukuta 20,000 pounds a etimi eto niema £2,000 no afei £2,000 na kwa koda ne 40,000 Ghana cedis uje tira hye usika ase woni magu ase ya wada niema wa China eniema that time o wada niema wa China ukuta bese ukuta say 5,000 Ghana cedis a $1,000 ukuta 10,000 Ghana cedis a $2,000 after $2,000 e was 10,000 Ghana cedis no akwa kodru bese kire se this ukuta bese ya bro $1,000 ɛyɛ bɛsɛ 6,000 wode mfa sɛ 6,000 Ghana cedis mpo $2,000 ɛyɛ 12,000 no afei no $1,000 no ankɔyɛ double kora sɛ kɔyɛ 12,000 o afei ne nam 18,000 within a year, just a year afe baako pem afe baako pem o from 2021 yewura 2022 mu 2022 afe baako pem ade a 6,000 ade a dollar $1,000 ya a 6,000 Ghana cedis no ye ni so tete ye no na drew 17,000 Ghana cedis na nam 18,000 Ghana cedis na ekwa yakodu baby say yakwaji kokon syndicated loan akwa remember say samre wey kwadwo opon e ka kire Ghana for say kokon loan e ba enti e ba ma exchange rate na atiaba from ya we so preso wo Ghana ha kopem bra kokon loan 1.2 billion and the first trench e buy e be mu kakra na chese and a second trench buy e na chese etimi reduce ba kakra 16 sa and e gun krofo nwuma enti ade a wo ko market a force bailer na ya ton be say 1,500 no afeni ya ton 3,500 4,000 and then the last time I mean nkrofo bi diago force bill na ya ton 3,000 they say e 9,000 plus car na ya ton 50,000 they say e be say 200,000 e wo Ghana ha car na ya ton me car me Toyota Camry ya say si baby 2016 na ye 60,000 they say ye close to be say 300,000 Ghana cedis just say within 2 years na MPP say Ghana no ma collapse Ghana destroy Ghana ama just say o mine no ejija o mine na say o mine na collapse o mine na collapse just say FBB what Ghana be a say be say within a short time not just say I said Ghana near Ghana be because adia ukuta 50,000 etimi ye no I just said now ukuta best times 3 and wait me dia ye adia ukuta 10,000 etimi ye no I just said ukuta times 3 and say no wait me dia ye enti na yakwa kodu say inflation etimi shutu yakodu 54% na dollar nam 17 18 na petrol liter ne namu bese 17 cedis 18 cedis na konenti hey and then today the audacity say we be hu say MPP for eye dede wa bonten 2016 NDC lusu ye no 2017 omo sheda tnase emma MPP for mmere se Ghana for some say ya ntimi anye ya bon ya san modi yakọ opposition enti enya MPP for mo munye wa wonti chase na wonti MP NDC for nka o man kasa ko mani abre e kwa mo fa so mo lusu en o mani abre kwasi botwe committee nam across the country ama party no mu no o mo hu kwan be fa so be rebuild the party ama party na san so afa ne ntuma pade afra biem eno mu jai MPP best 1 year na NDC do woti wo mo nka but enye gidigidi say o mo criticize aban no ene fa hefa nkosi ha eno nye sei NDC as a opposition party and lead demonstration o so omo ka ho kra na omo hyehyehye nkrofo achi CPP num Bernard Mona num ne Asepa num eni Bobie mu group yam tititiye eno but NDC as a political party the largest opposition party ye wo Ghana ha say no 1 year 2 years edu ba bi kwa ne ye kwa ye bu ofu say NDC for adai mun sorry but today Professor Stephen Adele kwabo President Mahama Baso no hwe de ye witness ne niam aye hu wo Ghana ha se NPP fo ye dede ti campaign dede fo eye dede e wo Ghana ha sei eye protest eye demonstration eye dede hunu kwase ya dede na moye etuetua ni paso boa se Ghana no ye nya yasomdwe o ye second independence ye fa hodie ye etoso mienu ne ye nsa kan ya je ye nya ye fa hodie na dia President Mahama so eye no se ya ne ye penwo because God board obi e kan God board na no meeting interview bi said ka say God board no se fra sia se o regulate no mo de ajadwuma on weekly basis grand God board betimi anya be say $200 million masa o dollar akosesa wo dollar akona akosesa wo abrochire na said wo pack dollars bi afa bra na be sesa ne ntem fa gu bank account because dollar be ya ha wo Ghana ha dollar be ba form wo Ghana ha se sami jamfi mu gold board every say ye adwuma na on weekly basis inflows fra say ba ye nya reserve pass every month bia no ye ku ye nya he me say wo dollar wo pounds wo euros wo project bia wo ye wo Ghana ha say ya na se sika da hono mu a frase fa sika ne bra because exchange rate ne ebe drop it by June ending na se de ne meka na nya say dollar number 10 Ghana cedis before election na me kan woni sun ka president friend say me edita say President Mahama bakwa no otimi ma dollar ko 10 cedis am say ontimi oh President Mahama ontimi say dollar be ba 10 cedis pa ontimi but the rate at which sika no air drop ba no o ye businessman no wa hole and MPP for no ma hole sika o ma hole sika papa foreign currencies no o ma hole ankasa munyi mpie na muntungum because ebe ba from wo cement tona wo sika wo abrochira fesika na bra no muntungu o mo sesa no muntungu o because they said the name abro na dru no Ghana the defense abro ne bayiye omo nteni ema no so but se mo nteni ema no so a mo hwe na man start se mo to ne ema bom wo Ghana ha mo hwe na man try mo ye pesaminkum nya mo ye greedy na mo ayam ho se mo de MPP fo na MPP adwen boni wo wadwadifo bitim wo Ghana ha se no se wonte wa de so a hwe na wan trasa wo to wa de buom because eniema na mu import de ba no sa niema no se no exchange rate na aswati aba from eno na mu de duty enti ade na wutu 100,000 Ghana cedis no se no a drop aba from eniema na wo kwa akofa no exchange rate ane e de ma wo no se a drop de aba from enti wunni any excuse any explanation any reason bia say wo beto eniema buom untimi me kan kire Ghana ni sai wo se sai sika no na sai me na 16 cedis na ye 15 cedis e na de kofa ne ma ne baaye enti sabana se dollar ne so atia wo beto ne ma bo so wo ba betum enya de e be ye adwuma wo Ghana ha se mo try a rallies regime e be start eno kra no e mere kwa animu no e wo se President Mahama se no se wo man krofo kwa bonte ne hwe ene ma bo commodity prices then dollar na etimi drop ya ba 11 12 e ho no mu no ane 10 na ni asanso akwa market si ye ba market na se ma toto ne ma bo mu a then ye be force ma mo matete so ye mu obi anfa mra nhye ne nsem moto ne ma bom at the time a exchange rate e kosoro mo si nuisance taxes mu wo issues bebre mu complain ne ma pi fortunately aban papa ba yenya ye fa ahudie second independence ama ene ma sesa enti wonni any explanation any excuse say wo betena aboso kan wo betena tudu wo betena kantamanto wo betena kageti adwum central market wo betena kotokoraba wo betena wo store ano na waka kire Ghana ni say wo de obetoto niema buom ye di bronya wie ye wo toto niema buom a fine mutututu mu a edi bronya wie ye no wu se ukwa market ane atoto niema buom kakra nye enye bumbum sa but ma atoto niema buom kakra eye enough is enough eye dia mudi ye duro no eye but adia nanama eye me nwanwan se MPs eti radio TV so e kan se hunu MPP for what bemu dollar ko ye koko drew 17 cedis 18 cedis no omo ka kire Ghana for say senka ye NDC for na wa bemu a enka dollar no ebedu 25 Ghana cedis per dollar ensem de yati bio ase no mfiza Ghana for ase no mfiza ye Jimmy bi sei because ensem na no mo can doesn't make sense say obi dollar 1 cedi $1 eye 4 cedis no aba beje na do 10 na Ghana for kan na wa ka kire Ghana for say vice president o head economic management team no wa ka kire Ghana for say dollar do 10 cedis a senka ye NDC for na dollar do 15 cedis ka ye NDC for enka bana ka dollar no because we say Ghana for ye Jimmy mama Dr. Bawumia ne enko mama Dr. Bawumia ne ye nhwie ngum Dr. Bawumia katire Ghana for say because of one nim dia wono wo etikwa no watimi manage dollar ya wo beto no 20
say that we have mismanaged the city but then they mismanaged it worse than we have without a crisis. Me be kasa kakra about the exchange rate. Me pese omutie because omuntie asie. When it comes to the exchange rate, you measure performance by the rate of depreciation. And yes, sir, the rate of depreciation. Enti ushe onomre noswa the NDC period. If they say that we have mismanaged the city, but then they mismanaged it worse than we have without a crisis. Me be kasa kakra about the exchange rate. Me pese omutie because omuntie asie. When it comes to the exchange rate, you measure performance by the rate of depreciation. And yes, sir, the rate of depreciation. Enti ushe onomre noswa the NDC period of 8 years, the city depreciated by 74% without a crisis. 8 years, no crisis, no global crisis, no COVID pandemic, no Russia-Ukraine war, no global economic recession. 8 years, 74%. Under the MPP, as at today, after 8 years in office, with a global economic crisis, with COVID pandemic, we have depreciated the city by 72%, which is lower than their depreciation. If they say that we have mismanaged the city, but then they mismanaged it worse than we have without a crisis. Me be kasa kakra about the exchange rate. Me pese omutie because omuntie asie. When it comes to the exchange rate, you measure performance by the rate of depreciation. And yes, sir, the rate of depreciation. Enti ushe onomre noswa the NDC period of 8 years, the city
rate would have been 16 cedis to the dollar under NDC Bawumia, and then omeki emphasis be wahase. 2009 Mills Mahama ebeto $1 1 cedi 1 peso 1 cedi 1 peso not to $1. And almost 2017 almost buy and $1 air 4 cedis. Na se oba beto $1 obi beto $1 1 cedi 1 peso na watimi or the call 4 cedis or the call 4 cedis for 8 years or the call 4 cedis 8 years. Also oba beto no 4 cedis 8 years ekwaya kokodu 17 cedis. Now we catch Ghana for say we any percentage wise we no we a better manager. Asin do no free 1 cedi ekwa 4 cedis no. Do no free we na we dey free 4 cedis. Akọ pre kwa not 8 cedis. Sankia we dey kan enya emo ho 8 cedis. Kenya times 2 8 cedis. Anya times 2 8 cedis. Anya times 3 12 cedis. Why anya times 4? and then times 4 na who drew ye no abro times 4 no so wo ka kire Ghana ni say wo ye ta say wo na wutimi manage economy ni ye because in percentage wise no ha na Dr. Bawumia dey e dey no bibia boko de bibia boko enti NDC na mo ka kire Ghana for say NDC eba ban mu a dollar ebe shoot wa kwakodu 25 cedis no NDC ba ban mu no Dr. Bawumia 8 years vice president who had the economic management team ade a went me anye no ade a wo destroy no ade a wo say no Dr. Kesa to forcing wonu yaketoa o fix wo mess e de amount kan oforiata ani amin Adam kokora wa 47 papa mpanimfo 47 de motifie adure yi kan oforiata adwem boninti yade ani aduro na ye papa we koji ayi kora bi 18 years kidney de ato na ayim edit America so papa panimu ti second oforiata wo mesa wo create ye no Dr. Kesa to forcing odin wisdom I don't know wisdom wisdom common sense wisdom mo mesa mo creating 8 years no won fix it gradually said the Ghana for your time wo machi no ntino on be fix so the amaye 8 years 2017 to 2024 mo say niema because na mo jebosia mo fa adwini nyansa bia nto ho mo twa sikagu system ni mu a mo fa adwini nyansa bia nto ho kwa me na Ghana Statistical Service e de ayi inflation aba mo fa no so nto so na Ghana for hweb ene March na ya 24% ene ya drop ya about 21% e ya common sense any wisdom not because President Mahama ba ene wanya no ho the first 120 days wa fa kwati kwaso akwaji loan ukokora wunya enkafi bia ya start o man no afi bia be chance ya July September October moko international market kwaji euro bond cocoa loan but unfortunately for President Mahama cocoa syndicated loan 2024 moko ye mo ho aka ene se mokwaji be chedie ntino 1 penny $1 kora mo anya 2024 moko international market a country called Ghana a international market akwa pe cocoa loan wanya bi enti Ghana heya treasure bill heya na mo ba abosiabo see aside syndicated loan euro bond nso free base 2022 ba ni ade nyina yenya bida enti hwe President Mahama metu cocoa loan dollars bia ewo ayi Bank of Ghana wa ma metu euro bond bia base 3 billion and now 1 billion bia eda your friend is a Bank of Ghana but on they be what to niema April 2025 inflation drops to 21.2% from 22.4% in March 2025. Okay, Ghana Statistical Service na di we say yaba. Enti April die ni a drop it aba from kakra. Bese 1.2% a drop it aba from kakra enie. Enti eye dan na mo a na munya loan no mo mutimi de afe ba ko ekwaji syndicated loan $1.3 billion eji euro bond $3 billion na mo de piso na mo de abegu system nim na Bank of Ghana essence twesika di piso no eden wo man say eden wo man gijaye eden wo man economy no chese say ya afe no ye ne Sri Lanka for na compete wo wiase Sri Lanka and any no more compete because na Akufo-Addo Dr. Bawumia Kenuforiata MPP ministers no mo ya akromfo krono no mo ya akromfo nti krono no mo boy and inflation no issue too yeah because Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Ernest Addison me na now am economist me economist senior high school and am here bie kakra bi de twetwa de hu ya but wo papa we de wanyini aduru ene onim de economist accountant ya wonim se mo a wo twa sika gumu no mo na inflation issue too but still ni ye twa sika gu system nim common sense wo twa sika gumu a mo na wo twa sika no wo twa sika no di gu system nim sa no na wo se o man economy no na inflation issue too ene ma bo jampe kwosoro saa onim wanyina but edientia se omu twa sika na che omu twa sika no na omu che enti omu de omu adwena ne se omu twa sika no omu che without thinking about ordinary Ghanaians say they will suffer the consequences. Ghana ni ne bebe that challenge difficulties a ebe free sa musika wia no ene musika na mu twa no mu deba enti NDC abaya bawo ba dollar drop it amana brochirefo nyina esu ye videos be bia be fa bia mu ye videos gu ho omu su the president Mahama ye na mu a wo na the president Mahama ye na emu but Ghana ye ni age because se dollar no exchange rate ni eso te ba fom a Ghana fo ye ho be han ye adwadi fo ho be han ye eni me tutum bo rough no e be kɔ fom nano enu amahu se afenyo marking rebel leader wako kasa se enye bibia na afenyo marking ye enye bibia he enye policies bia na wa introduce anase bia odi egu akwan so a enu $18 na drop ba na they are not paying their creditors omuntua contractors ka omuntua edi ende be ka omuntua statutory funds omuntua we enti metwa na me se ati so mo apply common sense o afenyo na mo laki bi on NPP na mo laki common sense
Look, do you know why the cedi is stable? No, I want you to understand. Do you know why the cedi is stable? The cedi is stable not because Dr. Forson at the finance ministry is doing anything special. It's because government is not spending. It's because contractors are not being paid. It's because there's no liquid in the circulating in the economy. I'm not an economist, but this is basic economics. I've been talking to businessmen. A lot of certificates have not been paid since government came into office. Not one. Mainstream government, finance ministry hasn't paid a single soul. What they have been paying, releasing is monies for Jubilee House, fuel for president's car, chief of staff in the car, and a party for walk one up and down. Ebia sikebia himfuba visitor ebia what by a protocol releases and then maybe other ministries current one expenditure bia will release but sikankasa abambe release to pay private sector entities who have worked for government has not paid. Look, do you know why the cedi is stable? No, I want you to understand. Do you know why the cedi is stable? The cedi is stable not because Dr. Forson at the finance ministry is doing anything special. It's because government is not spending. It's because contractors are not being paid. It's because there's no liquid in the circulating in the economy. I'm not an economist, but this is basic economics. I've been talking to businessmen. A lot of certificates have not been paid since government came into office. Not one. Mainstream government, finance ministry hasn't paid a single soul. What they have been paying, releasing is monies for Jubilee House.
Asamana Ghana foka. Yen kati budget expenditure. See a kati budget expenditure and ubetimi abua. Ama ye sidi na huode na abasro kakra. Because ye expenditure na ewosro. Ye expenditure na wasro. Bank of Ghana governor sikana wo twagum no e system afenyo de ko mu tese na mo lack wisdom na mo lack common sense aban ba ye na anu ye we say release we fellas kwacho fosu spokesperson to the president, Minister Government Communication, share. Abayi ba ye President Mahama o release ska DDEP. Send ye tua wo. 17 February 2025 year. Sika 6.081 billion Ghana cedis. Ena abani eji ye. Se yemfa and settle debt domestic debt exchange program DDEP bondholders yemfentua wo moka enie enu enie and aside enu sokra no government has also honored the payment in kind PIK portion of 3.46 billion enu see deposit here into respective bondholders' securities accounts. Ya nyina DDEP memorandum na bia. So ho. Eti afenwei kachira Ghana for say mo ba ye first 120 days mo tua contractors ka. Kachira Ghana for ye ni Ghana hanomo na contractor President Mahama award nyina mo suspend the contract nya some be auditing. We put all the contract on hold. Some of Baba ye auditing. Why na mo first 6 months why contract abena mutianka? From 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 urban. E dia kana na mutia. E dia bay adwuma, e dia na moye. Since I started IMF negotiations, ya ne ya creditors external creditors no ne domestic creditors na mu negotiate no mon kire yesika dodo amutuae na mon se sa dollars enkonko tua ye creditors ka but na mu ntimi stabilize exchange rate e wo Ghana ha na mu ntimi President Mahama by na no call ayi ye friend ne say State of the Nation address e da President Mahama contractors e kasa na modi wo na se mu tua ya se mutia contractors ka edia enka ya dan na President Mahama abeto sa aka no ya de contractors eye common sense mo lake wisdom knowledge ya di buo man emo man ye no mo lake mo dia ne se mo be orchestrate a plan bibi se mo de ba na maba no mo ya akronfo ba bepem ho ba benya mo ho and sometimes ya na I wonder say Ghana ni ebi mo ye jimi for that so di machie. Yes. Say afeno marking any MPP for some demonstration because well obi on me kwam de no because na mo churches come ankrofo so mo kochiche obi on mo no okope 100 Ghana bi okope 50 bi boys no bebro okope 50 ni 100 bi akwa drugs akwa akonom obi nso anu mo a de ori ni mabedi akura bi ni ho because of mo bad amemo ye course no to ba bedi mo achi ma pe 100 bi ama no na ma pe bibi di ama no because it doesn't make sense say 120 days in opposition. Mo betina Ghana ha say aka say mu ye demonstration etia President Mahama after niema papa ye efrase wa ba we mu eniema Ghana for witness eniema Ghana for hunu afenyo mo lack it that wisdom that common sense ye di bu o man no 8 years MPP for Nyankopon educate mu or the bomb because mu ye greedy mu ye wicked mu tiri mu odin mo sole na mu di o machina mu defend o eya na ya me ya sa enkrofo e defend MPP ya omo yesa afenyo marking mo eno mo ni sa MPP fo no e yesa na enkrofo du o machibagimi o hey 8 years omo ya de fo omo they have estates omo properties e uncountable omo ntimi nkan their investment omo ni mu ano omo dwapade omo ni mu ano entimi ho na omo kwawe mu demonstration konkodi wo machi because omo bebo Ghana kro no omo be destroy Ghana 8 years 120 days President Mahama nchesi kama obia o NDC baye me na na ama minya 1 cedi minya hwe but as a Ghana for your relief ya relief bi ya ase ya de ya hu every bibi bondage bim amani hunu bi ya de ye ho ade afiri mu nipa bie ne wono manadwene wo fie a onimu nyansa pa se de na ama meti ya no ma mani bia mani anwanya menimu nyansa pa me sorry aka se MPP for so mu ye demonstration na me ko bi da President Mahama 120 days or say galamsey or be fight galamsey eti me ye galamsey wajimi and the Chief Justice ya suspend no and ya kwa ye the protest the abua Chief Justice suspended Chief Justice na wudi echire awie wajimi tina asa wo mo because sankofo na mo your so called leaders na omu lead mu no omu lead Ghana the Ghana to amnem the audacity say ene MPP for better radio so TV so akasa aye dede hunu kwase dede etuetu nipa so bo wo Ghana ha sei mama omanye nwunu omanye bre omanye struggle omanye mu nipa da kom omanye mu nipa su omanye wo mu nisuo e wo Ghana ha. And then January, February, March, April, May, ye reme mu ye dede hunu mu ye dede esan se dede na mo ye mu nyankofo mu di machi ene me hu se omo communicators ne baako e ka se God for oil na President Maham President Vice President Baumia start ye no eno na start a e ma do me si Jimmy Keka so de po mo pepa Jimmy Keka pa de Dr. Baumia God for oil kwaye ka e ma Ghana kwaye ka e ma Ghana President Mahama kraka say God for oil obey investigate God for oil adan na God for oil no e koso no dollars 1 tiama from ama from enti we ya kan nyina no President Mahama ba me de minyanti yo minyanti me kai latter days ya na kikiri afenyo marken any speaker bag bin kikiri enu lo bi ase no mo kwa $250 million and my MPP for kikiri speaker ko break na pa no ma yusu ayi parliament article bi ene de no mo de afre na omo ko $250 million bi anu mo kwa akope e de abeka IMF ho na je to mo de aba begum na aso exchange rate na no kakra ba President Mahama ba ye no President wa fe chira ko jilu a de me enti why se wa fe chire bi NDC for se mafa baabi mo wura baabi NDC for akwa jilu bi a mo ma ya sonte mo ma ye hunu me na ma me tie de nimu nyina da ne se apart from IMF sika omo trench no ba ko ya che se apart from eno no minyanti ene bilateral loan bia because koko loan die afa na fie ba be try ahwe I don't know si ye kwa ombe ma ye bia ya de ka e ka da ho ye wo si etua enti minim se koko syndicate loan no si ye kwa ombe ma ye bia euro bond nso de wa ma ne egu ho wa ma sei ho enti minim ekwan ye be fa so a ono bo afenyo marking sometimes no eya amomma mo ho kwan e ma de wo se ka kire bia ye ka kire mo because muntimi e meye wo man so empanimfo na mo destroy ni pa brabo na mo makwa mo ndi ni pa mo ngonkrofo anwuma na mo ntrase na mo ndwen se still 38% agimifo wo mu enti sa agimifo beto akoso manipulate wo ma dwene saa oh de mo frase am ya ne de ye hunu sasa na mo ba be yo because President Mahama egu MPP by the time God board ebe start here adwuma say ya ban ya wo be start here inflows no na dollar no omo be start here bin wo be to gold e wo gold board no smuggling be regulatory system no ama dollar na ko na chese Bank of Ghana dollar ni gu ho na e ba system na se dollar no kakra timeti ba 10 cedis a MPP mo gu egu they said ye eyati asiewo ba se dollar President Mahama etimi ma dollar e drop it kakra drop it eba 10 cedis a MPP as a political party no egu oh yeah MPP ni a ɛyɛ mo mbisa mo mpanimfoɔ no questions ɛsɛ akɔbisa no koraa fɛn ɔmo aka bɛka kyerɛw sɛ ɔmo bae ɔmo ntua contractors ka ɔmo ntua ka bia liquidation bia mfiri baabi a ntina dollar no ntina ɛnyɛ bibia ɛyɛ common sense ya na mo lack no a common sense na mo lack 8 years common sense because na greediness ne yɛ too much MPP ministers fu sika bokro no fu sika asif se kan Japan no ankasa na ono kro no no Bobie no asif se na ochine bia ni ba bia na we finance minister our bank operative banks our Ghana ha our insurance firm wa Ghana ha we Bank of Ghana governor our Ghana ha wonim implications about a niema woje se obi etimi de bese 4 years edi euro bond ya enu bese just enu be 3 billion 4 years ni nyina about 3 billion now the just a year edi 3 billion and then yes sika no kwa akwaji sika no say and the kufu ado ba omia no and yes say yehu bibia say hospital ba ko mienu miensa ene enum yes si hospital ewie ye bia no yehu bi da and yes say yehunu anda kufuado abem say yes see university way na ye wie na ye bia no yehunu bi da and yes say under president kufuado after sika ye twa ye pimpim ni nyina chire no yehunu say Accra Kumasi road after African Development Bank sika president Mahama ejeye ede to 2016 ema wo mo beto ye de ye pokwase amasama interchange no wo mo busia na wo mo broso no Accra Kumasi road oma yewe ye twaso yopo nye bida other project omo yidi ato enkro na chi no eye ECOWAS na finance sa project no ba ye yankasa ye de e wo mu no hwe kwan hwe Ghana kwan but yetimi twa sika just a year over 40 billion when you contractors ka na ya na me say enka omo nam yi a wo mo to omo ho ayampe yi a wo mu di omo ho atem a wo mo expose wo mu hu no na nka wo mo ankasa nkrofo e ba ko ehwere gina simpie so platforms no waka e na covid e na be ha Ghana e be ha MPP aban Russia Ukraine war e na be ha MPP aban nanka o maka ni sei na no kra de na mehu se MP ba kon so kra kasa an sa war no what the war between US Trump and China no eno na che say ama dollar no me say omo lack common sense o omo lack common sense omo lack papa so better no aka kire me say no credit the dollar no ye no enye NDC fo na ye bibia na the act Trump terrorists or their total countries so no ya odi bi to China so no eno na say that war between them no and the amawiase nyina sika no ahoden dollar ahoden e ba fom because we feel say 38% no jimi sa na edid guga Ghana ha Jimmy sa na edigu Ghana ha oh god ai sana mo dwen ochre kokosi foster o se Pontiac vibe 2013 otone 10,000 masa ene Pontiac vibe one talk ra beto 100,000 wo Ghana ha Elantranum na elantranum ne nam 29,000 30,000 no ne 40,000 no elantranum na ne bonye de 35,000 no ene elantranum kona ko bisa elantrabo home use unya 150,000 kwa ne de achew emma MPP ni bia na adaw they say mama ye desperate because party na gu party no egu MPP ya mutu atonsuom abeje amemu abetwa sika wantimi ensi invest enkofo de omusi ya oba ya rename o sesedi o sesedi se ni se hunti se edienti wonu waba sika wunya ye 8 years Nels Mahama enya mu half when your resources ni university ba akokra foundation want to be but enkrofo de na wo masanso wasi no na wo se sedin just say wo hwe MPP amemo 8 years ni dia na omu fi say opposition de omu nko bi da because eniema no omu ye ni nyina sa wo tena se na se ne no wo tena se na wo sese obi sa wo say na MPP for mo for Ghana for say so wo hwe just 120 days eniema Ghana for hunu changes bi akoso wo hwe sa eniema we nyina na wo dwen ho na obi sa say na MPP for efa Ghana for say no mo dwen say Ghana for ye say na Ghana omu bu ye say no mu bu Ghana for kwa mama here na idrusu enu ba na ma be ye interview honorable here na idrusu enura o se omo ba be reverse various public institutions.
Tamale Technical University was named Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University. Some names of some public universities were changed and renamed during the tenure of President Nana Addo. Tamale Technical University was named Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University. Tamale Technical University was named Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University. Some names of some public universities were changed and renamed during the tenure of President Nana Akufo-Addo. There is a policy shift. There will be changes in the names of the universities that were done. It is not to fail to recognize the contribution of any individual or their standing, or undermine the legacy of any statesman, or diminish their contributions to our national effort. For instance, Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University will revert back to the Tamale Technical University. We will do that. I introduce a bill in Parliament that will seek to rename some of the public universities in Ghana, including the Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University, back to Tamale Technical University. Simon Dombo University will be renamed. C.K. Tadam University of Technology and Applied Sciences will be renamed. And Dr. Ephraim Amu Technical University will be renamed back to Ho University. I'm still engaging with traditional authorities, engaging with members in academia and alumni association, students and civil society to make that determination. But those that deserve national honors will still keep their national honor. Tamale Technical University was named Dr. Abdullahi Salafu Technical University. Some names of some public universities were changed and renamed during the tenure of President Nana Addo Akufo.
Yeah, Education Minister Honorable Henry Drusunwana Odiwe Insu Etudwa. Yeah, or say so ya pon ahodo de President Mills ebesi ye nyina wasesedi de President Mills esi ye nyina wasesedi enti omugu so ombesesani nyina ombesesani nyina nanado de onyade a okay. Messages ni bi wonu ma edin se obekan wa ha Masa me say afenyo ma ke mo sori so mo kwakwa demonstration as odi o machi a I'm telling you say eyejimi enkodi wo machi wa wiem eno me kana se wo be di matam kura di matam wo kodi na chi ayedai se de ebi na ayi kan honorable Hannah Drusu kan eteki se na ye university university esi ni say went me and CB ba ko pekokora went me and CB foundation ba ko pekokora went me and to be ene se we so MPP be ya hu protest o afana mark mu be lead protest enti mu am ho enti mu am ho because afana mark say ba be lead ohun se ohun se mo so mo like common sense kakra yi a o mo nya mo no se wa mo de bass be si wa mo be fura kwakwadi o ma chi die na mu wi ama mu 50 ni 100 idie ene enche because we on be ye hu protest because am ntia se wa mo president abamu am nya sika enya sika na wa sese universities di na so ba be reverse am ntia se enso be ye protest enti musan godi wo mo chi mon kwana mkonko di omochi mudi omochi a eno de mo amasem because enipa badwin be bia ni hanom a enipa badwin be bia ni krom ha se ya obe sori aka kire me se ye ayi protest galamsey no asoli na wodi akiri ye protest galamsey no asoli no wodi akiri obi abedi president 120 days ye hunu ni effort adwuma wo ye yeah on daily basis ya update ye brief ye ema ye hunu say enipa no buy no won tenai even though ubenya party ma omo atie simu Ghana system no ubenya party ma omo atie simu but that doesn't mean say enipa no atiada or ye adwuma excavators aye twidi free nwuram ebe fie okoye protest etia 8 years wa benefit galamsey we ye bi na wa ye protest na akoko di akira wo lack common sense uni munya Ansah Chief Justice yenyi na di ya suspend no said the emrana the law is the law. Chief Justice said the law is the law. Emrana no apply na wo de ye adwuma no that same emra constitution no ya apply e de ye adwuma e wo ne so a now say I am when retaliation you do me I do you so it means say 8 years no one kasa mu say mo di Ghana bone one kasa MPP fo no mu hu say my oman ne bone my di Ghana bone until you do me I do you ayamra it's not about you do me I do you it's not about retaliation. See ye Charlotte say enti Jemensi be you know because Jemensa de enye nyankopon na eso Ghana mu a enka 2020 election kwa Ghana eja tom enu nko akora no e wo se Jemensa na Asare boss mu nyina ye clear wo mu de see 2020 no e wo se ye clear wo mu and then the banner say ye anu aka kire me say you do me I do you amemu onye retaliation say ye di bone na so ba be ye reset na bone na ye di ye enye bi because mo na mo ye MPP for you are the rightful owners of Ghana mo na mo ye MPP for enti mo de mo ye bone a ye ma mo mfa mo huni na ye anu mo bi no de wi ananka ye president Mahama cross obe ye action ye nya no sa de wi ananka ye hwehwe say president Mahama ebe gira ne nanso gidibudubutubutubutubutubutu ye no ye hunu ni sa akora ena MPP for de me se mu konhira eya mu nhira mu nyankopon a osama president Mahama esa aba bi because anya president Mahama ena mu nya obi ti say eyi Rollins se so a kan MPP for kan be ye mobo kan mu be dwane wo Ghana ha senya president Mahama ena onu de wi a wo ye ne politics no diplomatic way bi na wono no de wi ono ye ne politics no so free say Ghana ye Europe say Ghana so kora Ghana ye hinfo president Mahama no na mamuo no wa fa Ghana say Europe enu obu man na senka president Mahama say we ye president of Africa a country called Ghana within African continent West Africa and president Mahama say oh deal with MPP for president Mahama say oh deal with MPP for and concern kamu be dwane mo be dwane free Ghana ha mo be run away mo be dwane because mo di Ghana bone but more share the real MPP for Afagana abo wo bu eye dede eye protest eye demonstration eye protest eye demonstration eti radio so eti TV so eye dede President Mahama etata MPP for President Mahama ede ne esi MPP for so me say Seka President Mahama hunu ho so ye Ghana president ya 120 days it was like jelly bear 5 yate chimni ya buru binu mu aburu binu na retaliation President Mahama say retaliation kan modem ma mo ye in 2017 en kan be se Ghana ha ba he omo mu dwane kote ye nyina hu se aburo nya odwane onso waba wa unity ene so wusu bempa odwane unso wa unity waba omu nyina kasa untumi morning show ho so omu nyina so omu dwane ba omu nyina atwe omu ti omu nyina eba omu nyina eba because omu hunu se NDC fo na nkasa slow motion you omu depa abuso me kwa huma me de honorable Nicholas Amankwa MP for Amanfi East Parliament Finance Committee owoso ya ne kwatwetwe nkomo esanse the real exchange rate no eba for mo no MPP for se NDC fo anya hwe na contractors ne ka wo so mu tua nyina omu ntua nya bibia na omo ye ala no aba wi ma ha mo akwaba e de ba citizen show so
video ba pa cho be so be jo so
no asre are
o komo no na ya me de
ya yenim se emre kakra ni no exchange rate no dollar pound sterling euros no drop ya na airdrop e de eba form but yetietie mu an komoni mu ade ko nyinara ne se enya bibia sunku bia na NDC aban 120 days maye na momu no e ka mo beto ye wo se mu fra sie tua no mu ntua ahwe eno na chese nam so a ama sidi no appreciating kakra ba
mini aba mpacho edi nda wasi yembo mabaso ajumasuma ono ebo team modi som Ghana and beyond na mentia me party paying for NDC amayokua His Excellency John Dramani Mahama da no edi Ghana mamuo no ko ba bia ede ko as part of the reset agenda no ama Ghana fo nyina no when meaning Ghanaians amobo party no and the leadership abaso mini aba wo hwe dollar ya ene drop ya na drop no yemusa wonsa adentia itie minority leader yewra Afrenya Markins ne nkomo na me say as a minority leader no na me expect bibia on ho he said the all kana because MPP amayoku no Ghana for who say amayoku a the Ghana and system money ade on to am so a and there will not be any country called Ghana. Why do I say so? There is a government that power no almost the dollar in a year they were coming to arrest the dollar. Bra you raba umia now all my lectures even in opposition. But free power no the busan say giant say under the reign of Nanado, MPP amemwo and a Ghana dollar almost hit a year 20 cities a year per dollar. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it take you over no. You come back to memory lane during the maiden presentation of the budget statement on the floor by a minister responsible for finance, Dr. Kesley Ba Atufosino. He assured Ghanaians say they are going to put measures in place. There will be physical discipline. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also assured Ghanaians say there is going to be physical discipline in the system. And also nobody ever thought say emra yo win yabeto weka be ananado dankwa akufuado one na MPP aban omuja Ghana kodu ye no behu improvement in the dollar CDT no binyaba the secret behind dollar no performing the city performing better against the dollar and said there is physical discipline, so there's investment community, confidence in the economy. And when the investment class, the investment community gain trust, confidence in the system, and this is the time discipline on spending recklessly as a former government led by another Danko Akufo-Addo na omoye but they don't invest in an area when the payment is due. There are friendly accounts. So to kwaya na kabeme wawa owo krom ha no abai baye how omode Ghana ko shemu ti the domestic debt exchange program e kana da hono succession plan no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baye no odiso so there has been payment. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baye no contractors omo ye adwuma e wo Ghana ha no ebi mo ye adwuma nti yade there has been payment. Statutory funds are being paid until there has been payment. Salaries are being paid, so there has been payment. But then you say the difference between John Dramani Mahama and this Yamemo, any MPP Yamemo say there is discipline in the economy as we speak now. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is giving confidence back to the business class because he is sticking to the promises he made in the manifesto during the 2024 election. This is the president in the history of Ghana under the Fourth Republic. Oka said, or the 60 ministers in the Bayer Juma, Abayano will deliver. This is the president. Oka said, flagship program like a free SHS, a Yadia, or Banwa Bayeni Ye, that a doubting Thomas, a MPP for our opponents, no Munjindi, but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama are walking the total. Meno Kasek, monies are being given to the business and the headmasters to take care of our students. Sanitary pads are being provided now to the students. So there has been payment. Meno Kasek, the program His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promised during the campaign was recently launched. Mahama Care, a health program to take care of the vulnerable, to take care of area. Look at Tower, Nano Kuya Dane, the Kanifia now Kouno, Yura John Dramani Mahama Ediso. In the history of this Fourth Republic, he is the only president within 14 days, appointing the cabinet ministers, non-cabinet ministers, appointing regional ministers. Approval here within 90 days in office. It has never happened in the history of Ghana before. That has given confidence back to the people. Is the reason why in here dollar no depreciating against the city. We share the policies put in place. Homegrown policies. We share the ministers, discipliner, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We share a code of conduct. We've been in politics for some time now. I find better by Utu Anamo, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I promise Ghanaians that I'm giving myself 120 days and I'll come to the good people of Ghana. Promises I will make here, major 25 promises, he has almost delivered that. I Ghana for applauding.
Okay.
So I don't want to
okay.
A lot is going to happen here. A double Ghana for agents. So now anybody who now know the one dance here. So every meaning Ghanaian. And then
Honorable Nicholas, Honorable Amusha for Unim, the Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, MP for Amenfis, Honorable Unim, who were finance committee to Parliament. Mekai year somewhere 2017. Sabrina and MPP take you over and dollar no was around 4 cedis. Then later ne so makwa kwaji loan bi mo honorable Samokuje to abla kwanom memo binum de kwakokoya no ne ade but 120 days Parliament mo approve loan bi any bilateral loan bi a unity ya kwaje bosie bi abegum.
This question the more about your line of questions. Parliament, Ansah His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, there has never been any external loan. About Okroma. Even as part of the domestic debt exchange program, no, it does not permit this government to go outside to borrow. So this is the economy we are witnessing now. And every year, it's still going on. It tells you His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC party remain business. So MPP Apresso, CDAO Kano, come back to memory lane. The question is, when dollar was 1 cedi to 4 cedis to $1, no more take it over, as you said, no. No more say, I'm here. When they were leaving office, you must say, say, 17 cedis. Food inflation, 52%. And a buying way, and our Jaya, and the ma, John Dramani Mahama. Our ECG, Omujaye, a car of 68 billion. Cocoa board, a Jaya 32 billion. But when NDC was leaving power, a trouble gas plant, annually, I see my 1 billion a year Ghana cedis. Ono ye jama abayi free power no sinking fund you get $250 million. Stabilization fund you get $250 million. You get extra ni ade ma omo but na do dan kwa kufuado ene raba omia omo kono omo jagana ka our total debt as they were leaving office no was 715 billion a year Ghana cedis. Once omo inherited 120 billion from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So they've not seen anything yet.
Okay.
And the MPP as a party, looking at often, omo thank you to omo so omo kwa, aye and tokwano. It tells you say they have nothing good to offer this country, but when meaning Ghanaians no are ready to rally behind His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to deliver as he has started.
Honorable, okay, BBC statutory funds must start 8 year. Must start statutory funds.
Statutory funds are started here. When we talk of statutory funds, these are inflows. Yes, call the various municipal assemblies, the various ministries to me, Juma. So all sectors now. Obia Juma. It tells you that the government is doing what is expected of him. Everybody be all chroma or ya by Juma. Obia complaining about the salary. Security units now. I was speaking to a friend about a week ago. I said, homeboy, you're a John Dramani Mahama by. May I get a salary? Previous government.